Hi. We are live, bringing you our bringing you our charity stream today for Crash Pandas, but not just any Crash Pandas. These are pirate Crash Pandas, and I am positive that the hilarity will ensue. Go ahead and look below, not only at our gorgeous cast and crew, but also for your donation list, how you can interact with the game if you'd like. You don't have to interact with us, you can just donate. That's also awesome. But if you want to interact with the players, myself, the game in general, go look at the donations below and donate to Extra Life and through Extra Life to Akron Children Hospital. If you don't know too much about them, what we are playing for today is for them to be able to continue to bring all of the awesome things that they bring to the community. They have one of the largest burn centers in the contiguous United States. They run clinical trials. They work with kids from that have issues from accidents all the way through genetics. They're working on an implant that will allow optical nerves to regenerate themselves and for blind kids to be able to see. So, yeah,
Holy shit.
isn't that amazing? That
That's
you can take
some crazy
technology
stuff.
I didn't know that.
That's some crazy stuff.
I mean, a lot of people have heard about cochlear implants, what allow deaf children, adults, everyone to be able to potentially hear, but you haven't seen that kind of stuff for eyes yet. And
That's
so
fine.
yeah, they're doing some pretty awesome things. They've got all sorts of stats. I think they said that they are up over 1 million different people that they've helped. So go out to their website, help us donate to this, and help us make this awesome. Let's see, let me go back to my little screen that tells me everything. The art that you see today, the art is coming from Victoria Malone. Go look her up. I think we posted her name in chat, or we will here in a second. She did this on commission for us. It's awesome. There's a couple of different screens that we're going to be able to see. She did some really, really cute art with these raccoons, and I couldn't be happier or more ecstatic about it.
They look awesome.
It's adorable.
So
They're really cute.
yeah, really good. So
My favorite is the little guy in the background holding the rum bottle.
I can't wait for all the Rocket Raccoon Infinity War jokes that are going to come out of this stream.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
Not for my part, because I don't remember any single reference from him at this point.
Oof. Maybe that's better, honestly.
Yeah, I'll leave those references to you, sir.
Perfect. Let's see. So at this point, let's introduce ourselves as people, and then we'll go around and introduce ourselves as raccoons once we've started. But if you guys are doing awesome things in the world, tell us about them, who you are, and what brought you to helping us with the stream.
Starting with...
Don't all jump in at once.
Is there an order to this, or who goes first?
Any one of you can go first.
Alright. Alright. So, my name's Sam. I go by Orion in the online sphere, and I'm working on a game called Fragments of the Atome. We don't have any real... We're just working on it right now. It's not really out there at all, but that's pretty much... That's just what I've been working on. I'm trying to become a voice actor. I'm bad at this. This is the first thing I'm doing. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. All right, let's hand it off to somebody with that.
Listen, the first time is not the best, but you did the first step. That's amazing enough. Go ahead, do it. Enjoy it.
Okay, that's pretty much a wrap on me. Anyone else?
Go ahead, Sakane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, a rock fell into my head. I'm not kidding, that's something real that happened. Either way, I am Sekri from the Nair Asylum. Along with other people, we have been running the Extra Life charity stream for Akron, and we are also working right now on getting the event called Drelicon up to you in July. Apart of that, I'm just a normal guy playing D&D. Nothing very special about it. Yeah, just here to help some people, get some hype for Dralcon and the charity, some pirate raccoons. Getting ready for this. Woo!
So where is Dralakan?
Dralcon is a magic place that will happen and exist in July at Fort Wayne, from the 12th or 13th. In Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thank you. From the 12th to the 14th of July, we're doing this event of tabletop role-playing games. You can find the tickets on Dralcon.com. We have a lot of impressive guests that are coming in. We're very excited to bring it, and we are very, 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 very wanting it to be already now. Well, kind of, yeah.
So after you guys have recovered from the 4th of July, you need to find yourselves in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go buy a ticket at Dralacon.com and go be a part of this crazy amazingness that we're going to bring you today, and they've done for the last 6+ months and will continue to do between now and July. So let's see. So Fort Wayne, Dralacon, Killsbury.
All right. Yep. I'm Killsbury. Real name Jack. Either one's fine. I do a lot. I work in IT mostly, and also do a lot of voice acting. So it's about 50-50 for me. And I play way too much D&D. Usually as a bard, which is because that's what I am in real life. Because I live in New York and I'm a jazz singer. So. Yeah, that's about it for me. I mean, I can't really think of anything. That's a pretty comprehensive introduction.
And Sierra, what do you do?
So hi everyone, my name is Sierra. I am an advocate for anything when it comes to depression, suicidal stuff. I love donating to charities and helping people become more aware about mental illnesses. In my spare time, I love volunteering, donating blood, and overall just helping the world become a better place.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Anytime we can help you do that, just let us know. And then let's see. I come to you guys from over at the Dice Priority channel. We have our flagship D&D 5e game that we play through called Ghost in the Machine. I currently play a druid with abandonment issues and just enough warlock magic that I managed to take Eldritch Blast, which you really just can't go wrong with that. And it's insanity. It's dramatic. Our bard is amazing. She brings such music to our show, and absolutely worth it. So if you get a chance, go watch. If you really like me for some reason today, you can go see the videos where I DM to fill in. Otherwise, we have a very awesome cast and crew, and you really can't go wrong with following any of us. And you can find us on social media. But today we are here to create money for kids. So, how are we going to start that? You guys ready?
Hell yeah.
But bring it in.
Alrighty. So, to kick off our Crash Pandas Pirates. So, for anybody who's not familiar with Crash Pandas, you always end up with racing somewhere within Crash Pandas. But to start, we have to find a way to race. So, you all are raccoons. The best trash pandas in the world. You all know each other. And you all live in a world where there are two jobs. Tavern owner and pirate. Really only two jobs. Counting isn't your strong suit as a raccoon, but everyone you've ever met has either owned a tavern or been a pirate. You all find yourselves around a tavern table, all wise raccoons that will make good choices today. And you've had many adventures together. This will not be your first rodeo, but you have decided that you will be the first to find the treasure on Peverell Island. You guys know you don't own a boat. None of the four of you own a boat. Or ship or any other floating vessel. But you do know by accident that there are definitely sharks and other unknown creatures in the waters surrounding the mysterious island of Peverell. The island is said to be haunted. Some say by ghosts, some say by creatures, some say it's all hogwash and there is absolutely nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. But whatever story has in common is that there is a treasure hidden on that island. Treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Humans seem to believe that the treasure is all shiny bits and pieces or items that grant power. But you've heard differently. It's not all just shiny bits on the island. There's more. What? You'll have to find the treasure to find out. Go ahead and introduce yourselves as raccoons.
All right. Who's going first?
Let's go. We can go around the table. Who's first on the screen? So we've got Fudge, Gibbs, Thrush, and Zola. So Fudge.
Hold on, I cannot find my introduction that I wrote for this thing for some reason.
Francisco Galde de Garcia Escobedo.
It's someone around here. This is not the voice of my character, it's just me getting nervous. Alright, so my name is Francisco Ugalde de Garcia Escobedo at your services. You can call me Fudge for short. I have been around the world, well, actually the small island every now and then, getting from puerto to puerto around, trying to get some coin. When I found this joyful pandas, trash pandas, raccoons, however you want to call them, and we have been enjoying some good rides in ships where we have blown up other vessels, well, sometimes our own vessels, but doesn't matter, we're doing a good job having just one gold for the entire group.
Yep. That's the thing that happened.
That's pretty good.
Gibbs.
How are we supposed to follow that is my question.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Just roll with it.
Alright,
Just
understood.
jump into it, into the wall, and break that wall.
Alright. I think I'm next. Alright, my name is Gibbs. I'm a boat racing veteran. And after I capsized my ship and almost drowned in the last race, I'm not exactly thrilled to be hopping on another one, but if my friends can talk me into it, I'll be there to support you guys.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then that moves us to Jeffrey or Joffrey?
Jeffrey Thrush. It's a thinly veiled reference to the guy who played Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Thinly.
It's 2 letters. So, my name is Jeffrey Thrush, and I, so far, have sort of gone against the grain. Haven't been a tavern owner or a pirate, really. I've kind of stuck to being more of a bard of sorts, just jack of all trades, really. But I did decide that seeing as there are only 2 really viable alternatives to going about all of this, I decided that at this point I would have to be a pirate captain, because really, what else is there for? I have not, in fact, told any of my party members.
Uh-oh, we froze. Did we all freeze, or is it just me?
No,
First,
he
oh lord.
First
Oh, no.
technical issue.
Oh god, Lizzie, look at the Twitch.
Oh goodness.
Don't worry,
Oh, that's
we'll
a
get...
whole bunch of fun.
Don't worry, people. We're gonna get this resolved right away.
Oh lord.
So, unfortunately, one of ours, life happened, and she's not feeling well. So she jumped out of the call, and it looks like it moved us all around. So it's just random pictures of me leaning around my computer, so I can see the screen that's got all the Twitch stuff on it. Give us a quick second here, and we will
Oh,
get that
goodness.
fixed. But while we're waiting for that to fix itself, we've got a pirate captain that no one knows is a pirate captain, and
Well, he kind of just decided he was a pirate captain without telling anybody else that was his decision.
welcome to being a raccoon. I'm pretty sure they never communicate with anyone about what they're doing with their lives.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the best kind of
Teamwork
team,
makes the
one
dream
that-
work, so this dream is never going to work. But that's
Absolutely.
fine.
All right.
That's a kind of team that works. The one that nobody tells their personal goals, and you're like suddenly, oh, this is my place. Oh, right. I guess we're gonna do this anyway.
Yeah. Well, you might be commandeering a boat, so you'll have to get
We
to
need
it
a
and have a
captain.
captain.
We need a cat.
Alrighty, so it looks like we've got a couple of. Looks like our screens are fixing themselves. Life is
Yeah, it looks
going
like
back to good. Hey, look at that! Yay!
I'm like halfway on the far right screen. Like halfway
No,
into it.
it just got fixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's good.
There we go.
Yeah. So I have a big screen
So
behind
just like
my
put
small
this in
screen.
front of the.
So, all right. So moving along, I think what we've got is us. You guys are in a tavern. You all know each other. You want to go find a treasure. What do you know? You know that the captains are going to be racing to the island, so they of course don't think anything's actually there. I mean, they're just silly humans. What are they going to do? So they've turned it into a race. They're all very familiar with these waters, just hoping to have a bit of fun, and maybe if they get lucky, find some actual treasure. What are you guys doing?
Well,
Where
first
are we?
we've got to find a boat.
Where are we again?
We're on an
you guys
island trying to find a boat.
Oh, I mean, like, are we in a tavern or something?
You're in a tavern in a city that has a harbor with boats.
Got it. All right. Yeah, I feel first step should be finding a boat. Yeah.
Yeah, going to the harbor, find a boat.
All right.
This is gonna go and find a nice little navio, and then we can listen. We have to find the biggest ship, the one with the biggest sails, right? We need to do that.
Well, I mean,
Or the fastest.
Of course.
well, I think fastest would be better in a race. You know what I'm saying?
Biggest,
if
fastest,
it's-
what's the difference?
If it's
It's big. It's quite a big difference. That was bad, and I feel bad.
when, listen.
As
listen,
long as you
I-
feel guilty, it's all.
If you feel guilty about a bad pun, it can't have been that
It's
bad. It's okay.
No. Puns are strict.
God, dude, we're off to a wonderful start. All right.
Let's
Yeah,
see, no one can
no.
hear you groan.
What now?
Well, we go and look for a ship that we cannot, turn sideways so easily. So maybe a fast one, a small one will work. We can put it back to its place quickly.
Let's settle for a medium-sized ship. How about that? I was
Fair.
going for small fast. You're going for big, bulky. Let's medium-sized ship. Best of both worlds. Let's go. Let's do it. This is the
So
plan.
roll me the number of dice to your alacrity score.
My what now?
And alacrity score.
Okay.
First one, the top one.
Ah, right. I forgot
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
Just
so
add them up, or
raccoons, and then tell me how many dice have 4, 5, or 6 showing. So for the crowd at home, raccoons have 4
okay.
scores. They have alacrity, which is how fast or acrobatic they are. They've got their chutzpah, which is how deceptive and good at planning they are. Ferociousness, which of course is telling you exactly how ferocious they are. Well, other word. Tried to find another word. Here we are. Ferociousness is how ferocious they are. And then rotundity is kind of like their constitution. How much can they withstand everything else? So, what did we get, guys?
What do I need to tell you? What if I got water or what?
how many out of those d6s rolled a 4, 5, or 6?
Okay, gotcha. I have 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. Okay.
2 out of 4.
2 out of 4.
1 out of 3.
That's not bad. So you guys can see pretty much all the ships in the harbor. And you'll end up seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships in the harbor. Yeah, and since all the ships have their backs to you, you can see, any of you that can read, can see the names on the back of the ships. And of course, you've got the Gray Pearl, Greyhawk's Delight, the Kobayashi, the M Falcon, your Pandorica, Pillar of Autumn, and then just the smallest ship.
Oh my god, what the heck?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the
Jesus.
smallest ship on the very end. You can't actually see a name on the back of it.
Okay, I vote Pillar of Autumn because Halo reference. I'm gonna go get tissues. That happened.
We are all sorts of issues today.
Interesting.
I think this is the first time I've been the most, put together physically.
Isn't
Normally
it crazy
I'm the
that
one
our
falling
team
apart.
members
This is
have us?
weird.
Don't
Yeah.
worry,
Yeah.
people. We're getting through this. We will get through this.
And I
Pillar
spent
of
this morning
Autumn. I
horribly
do
hungover.
not.
Pillar of Autumn or the man. You really went nuts with the names, didn't you?
I did. I'm a nerd of indiscriminate origin and love pretty much everything. I was trying to find a good Harry Potter ship name, but I missed out. I couldn't find one. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I vote Pillar of Autumn because of all of those.
I don't know. You know what?
Okay, that's better.
Fudge does not know how to read,
Okay.
and he's looking. From all of this, which one seems a medium-sized ship?
Pillar of Autumn.
That's
The mediumest size ship. So Pillar of Autumn's going to be right in the middle.
Perfect.
Pandorica is going to be really square. The Falcon is kind of a roundish ship. The Kobayashi, as you watch the Kobayashi, it's also a medium-sized ship, but it seems to slowly get farther and farther in the water as you watch it, and then it'll buoy back up, and then it just slowly starts, what's the word, sinking again.
This music
Right.
came out of nowhere.
Oh, which music? Oh,
I have
goodness.
no idea. Well, I'm jamming out. This is great.
I can't. That must be Swoop. I can't hear it anymore. Oh, it turned off on my headphones. Uh-oh. That's okay.
it might be from Roll20.
It's coming from Roll20, so if you hear any
Yeah.
music, it's all Roll20. And then, let's see. Greyhawk's Delight's also a medium-sized ship. It's a little tower-shaped, but it's a medium-sized ship. And the Grey Pearl is absolutely the biggest ship on the water. Just the biggest ship you can find.
Fudge points at the Kobayashi
Mm-hmm.
and is smiling, looking at the group like,
No, 9. No.
And we're smiling and going, no.
Yeah, I still vote for the Pillar of Autumn.
He's got PTSD and I'm not an idiot. Let's go to that.
What?
Alright, so which ship are we going to investigate?
Pillar of Autumn.
Pillar of Autumn.
Pillar of Autumn. Alright.
Fudge is gonna follow them, but still glancing every now and then to the Kobayashi.
Of course.
Y'all had an opportunity to put it in the tent at 4 or something. I don't know. Y'all had fun with this. This is great.
Alrighty.
We might take that ship back home. Just saying. I want that ship. I'm gonna.
Okay,
do my
we
best.
can go back and steal. We can go back and buy it once we've won the race. All right. We can buy this whole harbor.
Alrighty, so you guys are out to find a ship. Are you being sneaky to get on the ship? Are you just gonna ask for the captain? What are you doing?
I'm thinking sneaky sneaks.
Sneaky sneaks. Okay.
We could be sneaky.
Yeah.
Or we could
yeah.
just walk up onto the ship and pretend like we own it and see if...
I think people would know if a bunch of uninvited raccoons just came up and was like, "Yo, we definitely own this ship."
I mean,
We could try.
The humans at no point have given you any indication that they recognize that you're raccoons.
I mean, wizards, man. Stuff happens.
Yeah. Alrighty, so go ahead and roll me a chutzpah check.
Oh yes.
In the
Oh!
in the process of going there, Fudge will try to
You okay?
grab
You
a
Grab-
coat from somewhere. Like this, the first coat he sees. Doesn't matter
No.
if it fits, which
No.
probably won't fit, but he
Please.
just grabs it.
Perfect.
Please do not be doing
Then,
what I think you're doing.
what does your chutzpah score? You rolled your 2 dice. What did they come up as?
Totally doing that.
For the coat?
Oh, chutzpah for the
Yep.
for the coat.
It's a scheme.
It's 2.
Yeah, so you're
it
2?
is. Oh no, it's just 1. 1 out of 2.
Okay, so did you roll any ones, or were they all higher than that?
Oh, it was a 2 and then a 4.
Perfect. You managed to get a coat, but he notices and chases you halfway down the street with it.
Oof.
Run,
boy!
I'm trying to run away from him, and as soon as I see a corner, I turn around and put the cardboard box on top of me, and I hide inside the cardboard box with the coat.
Perfect. Roll me alacrity. So roll 3 dice for me.
I will be back. I gotta grab some.
Thought you were.
See if you're
Ooh,
faster
not a
than he
snake.
is.
1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Ooh, he sees you go around that corner. But he's fooled by the box. So you hear him stomp down that hallway, or stomp down that alleyway, and back out, going, "Fucking raccoons! What are they doing? Just raccoons! They always seem to steal my shit." And then he goes back to the tavern to finish his drink. So, you guys come out of your box.
75% chance I have stolen from that man before.
I'm positive there is at this point. So you guys are all
So we were all supposed to roll chutzpah, right?
Yes, you were. What were the other 2 chutzpah scores?
Oh, chutzpah. I'm an idiot. I forgot what my chutzpah is.
3 6s and a 5.
3 6s and a 5.
That was a...
Wow!
Okay,
That's what I've been laughing at for the past 5
This
minutes.
guy has betrayed me. Yeets. I'm supposed to tell you if I get a 4, 5, or 6?
Yes.
Okay, 2 3s and a 2.
2 3s and a 2.
Oh, Lord.
They balance out. So one of you is a box right now. The other 2 are down the street as raccoons. I say that you guys make it to the ship.
I have a squid in my pocket.
You've made it to the ship, and you make your way onto the ship. And once you're on the ship, what do you do?
Is there anybody else on the ship?
Absolutely. So there's an entire crew on the ship going back and forth, getting it ready for racing.
You know what? Considering that I have the coat, first of all, I'm gonna put in one of the pockets of the coat the cassette tape I have.
Have a cassette tape.
That's the first thing. Second, I will try to find my other raccoon friends, and a bit slowly I get them close, get them inside the cardboard box, and once we're there, I just tap my shoulders while pointing at the coat. Like,
He did what I thought we were doing.
Yeah.
So isn't this fast? It's gonna work well.
It's not. It's just not.
Are you guys gonna be a tower of
I have
raccoons?
enough sheer unrestrained chutzpah to make this work.
We're doing the three raccoons in a.
In a trench coat. Perfect.
Oh my
Who's
God.
the bottom raccoon?
Who has the most rotundity?
I have 1 rotundity, so I think I should be on top.
You're on top.
I have 2
40.
rotundity.
So I'm
So-
at the bottom.
Yeah, okay. if
Alright.
anything, yeah,
Of
it's gonna
course.
work.
Why did we not talk to each other about like making a good mashup of a good like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a good. We all have
Because this is
common-
the 3.
This is the chaotic game, okay? Chaotic
Beautiful.
neutral, chaotic evil game. We're gonna go with that.
You guys make perfect raccoons. Don't worry.
Trash pandas, not raccoons.
No, even better. Trash pandas. Alrighty. So, Jeffrey and Fudge, roll me rotundity. Gibbs, go ahead and roll me chutzpah.
Will do.
Ooh, that's not great.
4, 6, and a 1.
4, 6, and a 1.
2 3s and a 2.
2 3s and a 2.
A 1 and a 6.
Oh,
A 1
Lord.
and a 6. Oh, that middle guy's holding you together with that 6, man. So, you guys forgot about being inside the cardboard box and tried to stand up with it on your head.
This is
So-
my top hat. I'm an
I'm
elegant
not
gentleman.
gonna lie.
So it's a
I was
Minecraft cosplay.
I was expecting that to happen because at no point anybody said we should get out of the car box.
I thought it was a given.
So, you are standing in the middle of the ship, 3 raccoons in a trench coat with a cardboard box on your head.
Oh my god.
So we're a
I'm
Minecraft
gonna-
character.
Yes, hello, this is my Steve cosplay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take the cardboard box off and sort of just hand it down.
Perfect. And it's gonna get stashed back into little raccoon pockets. It'll be great.
Nice.
Where it was before.
These are a particular breed of raccoons who are actually marsupials.
Raccoon pouch! Trash pouch!
This is taking a turn.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So
We
yeah,
were
Fudge
already
cannot do
raccoons. I mean,
Fudge cannot do anything. He's gonna go where I forgot your name. Jack, where was your character name? I forgot. I
oh,
think
Jeffrey Thrush.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, Fudge is gonna go where Jeffrey takes him because he's on his shoulders. And
Perfect.
he's just gonna. I don't know if
I'm the talking head. I'm the. Yes, hello, sir. 3 tickets. 1 ticket, please. All right.
Where are we going, Jeffrey?
I feel like we should try to get all of them off of the boat somehow. So,
We could break the First Amendment and scream fire. We
could
say-
try.
We could scream fire below deck, and then no wait, then they'd come rushing with buckets of water and stuff, saving their ship. That's no, never mind. What to do?
what is around us? Like beyond just people walking around and ignoring the weird codes in the middle of a ship. What are the people doing? Do we see like any rope attaching us to the docks? Any captain actually? Is there a captain around?
You do not see a captain, oddly enough.
Commandeer the ship.
yes, we do.
Usurp the captain.
So while on this ship, you see that it's a double-masted ship, big furled up sails that are ready to be unfurled. You can see that rope being tied by somebody at the moment. At the back of the ship, you see that there's a few people that are cleaning weapons, making sure the cannons are in place, that ropes are in place.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
wild.
Or you might. We'll see how it turns out. And making sure that this deck is in order. I'd say it's about 50 feet tail to tip, and then towards the front you see these ornate doors. Absolute ornate doors. That seem
That's
to
where we're going.
inward.
That's where we're going.
You guys head straight
No one
towards
else
the doors.
has any choice here. I'm the one with the legs. We're going there.
God. We're gonna die.
Jeffrey, where
No, we're
are
not.
you
We're
taking
immortal
us?
raccoons. We're
Jeffrey,
just.
no! Jeffrey,
We're
no!
almost-
I
Jeffrey,
don't
no!
see that the coat is blocking
I
my
did
vision.
not agree to this.
This just a weird bulbous man in a trench coat walking toward the doors while screaming, "Jeffrey, no!" Jeffrey, no! And like the head seems to be trying to resist the legs, so it's just Jeffrey, no!
And like the arms of the coach is like flowing behind him as like it arches back.
No, he's running like Ed, Ed and Eddie, where he arms like.
Oh my god.
I'm holding like my what would be my hands are holding tightly Gibbs while the fingers of my feet are clawing in Jeffrey's shoulder. Like no.
Okay. I say we usurp the non-existent captain.
So, as this happens, you see a few of the crew look at you, but they're much shinier people than you're used to. They seem to have metal that runs along their arms and across their collarbones, and I mean, humans are they'll look the same to you, but these are much flatter and have more browns and silvers to them and more golds and bronzes. They're much shinier humans than you're used to.
Like armor,
They're-
or it's on them, like grafted onto them.
They don't clink. They're not. They don't sound like money bags when they walk.
Which is the only possible shiny thing that could be attached to them.
Yeah.
So it must be part of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they don't
I don't
stop
know
you.
what
They
it
just
is.
kind of give you a weird look as you walk past, and towards the
You
main
gotta
doors.
graft a crap ton of metal stuff to us, and the perfect disguise.
As soon as we're closer to the door,
Mhm.
Fudge is going to bend forward, trying to make Gibbs go first,
I
slamming
swear
himself
to God,
into
Don't
the
you
door
dare.
to open it. Hoping
mean,
he grabs the knob of it. If not, well, we're
You're
just
the,
gonna.
you're the torso, knock on the door or something.
And
Well,
just in case if that doesn't work, then Jeffrey's gonna kick the door in. But if let's see if it works.
Do you try the
You're just-
handle?
You're just gonna like swing me into the door to knock.
I mean, you could control it and try the handle, or
Alright, I'm gonna.
I think you're overestimating our intelligence
They're gonna-
both in
they're
real
gonna
life
get-
and as trash
They're
bags.
gonna get me like. Jeffrey's gonna get us close, and I'm just gonna like. Just knock on the door. I just realized I could have used my arms. My arms aren't doing anything. But yep, we're going with the face bashing option.
so you. So this trench coat that stood up with a box on its head has made it across the boat.
I passed the box down.
We
After
moved the
taking the
box.
box off, after taking the box off, has moved across the boat, garnering stares of the crew, and has now taken its face straight into what you would assume to be the captain's doors 3 times.
When you put it like that.
That's basically what we were trying to do.
Yeah?
Ish. Yes.
Alright, well,
So you hear nothing from the inside of the doors, but it does crack open a little bit. Just a little bit.
Continue to push it open, mostly with my generous hips. I'm not rotund. I prefer the term aerodynamically curvaceous. So,
Wow.
I didn't sign up for this.
That's a mouthful.
you
I
did.
like it.
yeah, we push the doors open, walk in.
Perfect.
Alright.
I like being the legs.
So, being the leg, yep.
Colonel.
Yep,
No,
that's just
no.
happened. That
not,
has
that's
just
all I'm-
happened.
Wait, you're that way. In Discord, he's that way, but in the stream, it's that way.
Yep. That just happened. So you guys,
Beautiful.
as you peek through the little buttonholes that you've got in your coat on the 2 levels, and then Gibbs there at the top, you see a pretty generous sized room. It's made of these gorgeous mahogany woods, with a relatively large pillar in the middle that has a number of buttons all over it. It seems to glow.
Oh. Oh.
So the only
Honey.
person that can see the buttons on the top is going to be Gibbs. The other two can see the light emitting and then the pillar below. Because it is a good 3.5, 4 feet off the ground.
I see a shiny.
There are several shinies on a thing. I don't know what. I can't really make heads or tails of this. There's buttons. Did we close the door behind us?
Not yet. You could.
Let's go close the door behind us, and then we can get out of this the coat, so we can actually make heads or tails of this.
So you go ahead and shut the door behind you, and you dissemble as a trench coat. What are you doing now?
Just take a look at this, see if we can make heads or tails of it.
Auto fluffs roll out. Yeah, just climb up on top of the, presumably the pillar of the pillar. And
Okay. What's the first thing you do?
what is it? What do we see? Just a bunch of buttons?
So once you've managed to crawl yourselves up the side of the pillar, which isn't as hard as it probably should be, because there are nice little handholds in the natural burls of the wood that it's made out of, you see a platform. In the middle, there's a big red globe in the middle of the pillar. Doesn't appear to be a button. I'm sure that's the first thing you pushed, but it doesn't appear to be a button. And then you've got two circles on the outside that go all the way around the console of buttons with different symbols on them.
Does any of
Can we
those
read?
symbols?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the symbols
two of
are
us can
in?
read.
So do any of those symbols what? Fudge?
Do they seem like an arrow forward? It's just
An
any-
arrow?
any- yeah. Does
Is there
anything
a
seem like
D-pad?
Where's the
Maybe.
joystick? Where's the joystick?
Oh, is it one of those trackball mice where you...
Oh my god.
That's a throwback. Oh, goodness. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those trackball mice.
I had to
This
deal with
is
one the other
kind
day.
of sit down. So all of the buttons seem to be written in a language that you don't necessarily recognize. You really won't know what they do until you push one of them. There are none that looks directly like arrows.
Well, I think
Push
there's
one.
only I think there's really only one thing to do here.
Okay.
Click every button simultaneously.
Yep.
Sure.
So-
yeah, that's gonna do that.
We're in agreement.
Perfect. So you guys all try to push as many buttons as you can, of course, almost knocking each other off of this small podium.
We're just
Yeah.
watching to click the most buttons.
Yep.
I
And as you do that, it starts to hum.
Oh no.
I guess stay on the podium.
Yeah.
It starts to hum. If you're all gonna stay, you start to see that red circle in the middle starts to glow, and you see a small version of a woman pop up, and she introduces herself.
Go on.
As
Hello, captains. My name is Cortaya.
Oh god, hurts, but I also like it. Wow.
And I'm totally not related to any copyrighted material.
Nope.
There's no way. No.
I'm just wondering, when you said that the pillar started to hum, I was wondering if it was going like, or if it was going like, oh.
I mean,
just turn on like a
Like,
voice.
yeah, he has magical buttons.
Wild.
But I mean, it could have hummed with an organ, full organ in the background, if that's what you want to
How
imagine.
are we gonna get money
Right
to
there.
how are we gonna get money to this charity if we get sued?
We won't, because it's Cortaya. No one cares about Cortaya.
Yeah. This is-
Cordy for short.
Who's
Cordy. Yeah, Cordy sounds better. Cordy.
Cordy it is.
Hey, Fudge will grab by the shoulder the other two raccoons and be like, "He calls captains, nos lleva capitanes!" Ah!
All right, well,
Very
it's
excited.
official. No need for you spring or anything. We are the captain, and this is our ship. That was quick.
Damn right, I'm captain.
So, it looks like you guys might have a boat, right?
I am the
Yeah.
captain now.
Seems.
We are the
So-
captains now.
Cordy, as she has been renamed, kind of looks at the three of you and been like, never had 3 captains before, but that won't change anything. Where would you like to go?
To the race!
Not yet. We're still.
Can we
People are still preparing. I don't think the race is yet.
Oh, see, I'm sorry.
To the race
I got
when
it.
the race is happening.
Yeah.
When the race
Do we know when
happening.
the race starts?
To the island that I forgot the name of.
Do we? Do we have to wait?
Do we?
Are we
I don't-
participating in the race, or do we just know that the race is happening?
I don't really know why we need to race. I mean, we're just going to the island.
I
just
You guys
wanna-
never stopped and
I
asked
don't know why
anyone.
we need to follow the rules.
Oh right.
Well, listen. If people are gonna try to grab this
we
this
probably
chest,
should.
this treasure, so we should go and grab it before anyone else. And for that, if we grab it before the race happens, nobody will expecting that
Wait.
there will be no treasure because we already grab it.
Wait, but
But
if it's haunted and surrounded by creatures and stuff, as some have said, wouldn't it be better to be like safer in numbers?
Ah, but consider the following. It's not let's go.
we should go. Nobody's
I
expecting it.
That's not a bad. That's
Okay, we
not
should probably
a
ask.
bad.
Maybe we should ask someone why there's a race and what that's all about. Because we kind of just heard about it and then decided we're going to steal a ship and go. No,
Do we know
never
where the
asked.
do you know what the island is that we're
I
going
don't
to?
even know where the island is.
Yeah, but Cortana.
We never
Cortana,
asked.
whatever her name is. Cordy probably does.
We never asked.
I mean, we can ask Corte about it. Right, Corte?
Oh yeah, we probably can. We probably can. They were already preparing for
Cordy,
the race.
Yes.
do you know what our heading is?
Well, I believe it's the island of Peverell.
Very good, let's go.
Let the crew will take about 5 more minutes to get ready.
When does the
Very
race?
well.
When does the race officially start?
2 hours.
Good, let's go in about 5 minutes.
Is there a reason everyone's like we can't just go, or should we just wait for everybody else? Is there anything stopping us from just going?
The rules of engagement say that everyone will start their ships at the same time.
The rules
But-
are more what you call guidelines than actual
First of all,
rules.
and to follow a rule, you must know how to read it. And let me tell you something, my fellow captains. I do not know how to read. Thus, I cannot read the rules. Thus, the rules do not exist. So, we should say we just go now. We don't need to wait 5 minutes more.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go until the crew's ready. At least wait the 5 minutes for the crew to get ready.
Okay.
I agree, we have
I
to wait
guess.
5 minutes for the crew to get ready, but
We don't
after
wanna-
that,
After that,
let's just say
Zarparemos!
we're withdrawing from the race in the interest of getting there first.
this is gonna come back to bite us in the ass.
Roll me rotundity for patience.
Oh wait, that's a d20. I have 1 rotundity.
That is 2 4s and a 1.
That is a single 1 and nothing to save me from it.
I have a 2 and a 4. So I'm happy that the one that was telling us to wait got nothing.
I wanted to wait.
So the only one of you that doesn't manage to attract the attention of the crew is Gibbs with his 2-4s.
With my
The
weapon?
Wait,
oh
what?
no, Joffrey. Sorry,
I got a 1.
I got you guys mixed up. Names are hard, man. Faces
Fair
are
enough.
easier. So Joffrey with your 2-4s, you managed to wait relatively patiently, which I'm sure is out of character, but you do. You for your whole 5 minutes. The other two end up wandering to see what the crew is doing and see if they've noticed. And guess what? As that door opens, there's one that's going to knock and is like, the door moved. And looks down and sees 2 raccoons. Hello, captains. You guys activated the ship. Must be ready to go.
Yes, just
Yes.
5 minutes until you're prepared, and we'll be set to go.
We're going early?
Yes.
Yes, see.
Roll me chutzpah.
Only he or the two of us?
Both of you,
I'm still
if you're
in the
helping.
thing for this, right?
Yep,
Okay.
you're still in the... Yep.
One person with unlimited chutzpah, and I'm not here to help. Fantastic.
1 6, 1 3, 1 2.
Okay.
1 2 1 6.
Oh,
He buys it. He buys it.
we didn't even say anything. We just said yes.
You did. But you said yes with such
Intensity.
performance and intensity and confidence.
Give like a smolder. Yes.
That's right.
I can't even do an actual Okay.
So, and now that this this character is closer to you, you see that they're not made of flesh. They look more like warforged or cyborgs.
Ooh, neat.
So
A
they
shape of
seem to
Warforged,
be
wow.
they seem to be in tune with the ship and controlled by Cordy.
Real Spartan hours.
Yeah. So you guys picked a good ship so far, huh?
Yeah, we won't
Yeah.
need to convince every single crew
Can't
member
wait to
that.
crash it into a wall.
No.
I mean, it would be worse if the wall is circular.
You know, I never
Yeah.
actually played. You know, I never actually played Halo 1. What happened to the Pillar of?
I'm not
the
telling
first-
you.
Do I tell
Nobody
him?
tell him.
Okay,
I'm
it's
good,
okay.
okay.
Don't worry. I'm gonna. You know, the Pillar of Autumn saves the galaxy. That's what you need to know.
Alright.
Yep,
It saves the galaxy. Oh, very good.
it does. Technically.
It does. Well, fair enough.
It saves. It's more convenient than C4. It does technically save.
It does. It does.
I
So-
don't know. Is this metal gentleman still on the door, or he's doing anything else?
No, he went back to his job to make sure that everything was ready to go.
Hey, captains. Does alguno de ustedes know how to use that thing?
Which
And he
thing?
points at the console with the buttons.
Oh yeah, we have no idea.
Oh, but
Oh.
Cordy knows. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. We could ask the mujer in the thing. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yes.
So we also just happened to pick a ship with autopilot, so we don't need to know how to fly, how to drive.
I didn't think anyone was going to get this reference. I just kind of dropped it in here.
Do you
Uh,
not?
you kn-
Did you not see that entire shelf full of Halo figures?
I
Probably
cannot
no.
see your entire
Okay,
shelf
actually,
of Halo
you cannot.
I
figures.
literally have like
Oh, hey, look at that.
Hell,
Literally a whole shelf.
Perfect.
and there's
I've been fidgeting with this Halo figure for this entire time.
Very nice. Very nice. So before we start this
Also,
race,
Mr. Chef around here somewhere.
Before
so
we start,
before
sorry?
we start this race, I want to remind everyone watching us at home that this race you can influence. So go look below. Cool points are part of the mechanics of Crash Pandas that normally when they roll a 6, they would get cool points, but we're going to wait for donations to get those instead. But those cool points allow them to redirect their ship, do cool jumps with their ship, actually manage to keep their ship afloat, keep it from crashing into a wall. You name it, their imaginations, whatever they can do with their cool points. Otherwise, you're just helping them win the race that they are starting 2 hours early. And no one else is the wiser. They'll never expect it.
Quote unquote.
No one expects no one expects the Trash Panda Inquisition.
God fucking damn it! I was gonna use that later.
We had one F word for this PG-13 stream, and you used it with that.
Yeah. I mean, God fudge it.
It's too late. You can't salvage it.
It's all good. So, reminder.
I fudged it.
We had a one.
So, reminder for racing. You guys will pick 1 through 6. You'll show me those numbers on your screen using your hands or a dice, whatever is easiest for you. And then we will go in order, but you will not be conferring. So the crazy is about to ratchet up to 11.
Lord.
This will be fun.
Okay, then,
Alright.
I need to then check this camera. It should be working because it has been for a while not working. I'm still around here. Don't worry. I'll try to see a way if this doesn't work.
Perfect.
You just put it in the.
Then just a reminder, you guys have got, if you give me a 1, that's braking. 2, turning left. 3, turning right. 4, you get to use one of your items or something that's been donated to you. 5, you accelerate. The boat goes faster. And 6 is any other miscellaneous action. So if one of your sails gives way or what have you, you can try and fix it with a miscellaneous action. Whatever ends up working.
Oh my god.
I know.
Look at the map. This is neat.
The map is awesome.
I'm glad you like it.
I have no idea which is the island we have to go.
Yeah, there's several islands.
But it's
Oh
awesome.
no, it's all me again. Oh, here we are.
Oh wait. There's almost like a trail. Look, you go left, and then we circle around. We go down, then we go right.
That might be the
Then we go
currents.
up.
No,
Yeah,
so
up and up, and then
they're
left.
markers so that you guys can get around. That's the identified race route so that you know where you're going. And you guys start at the pillars here and you go through the square pillars at the end to get yourself from one side to the other.
And then the island we want to go to is where?
So once you get through the other pillars, you'll end up at the island. It's a magical island that's just not on the map.
Directly at the shark.
Directly at the shark. Absolutely. Absolutely.
To the biggest shark on the map.
Yep. And if someone wants to donate, we can add 3 more sharks to that map. Or 1d4 sharks, depending on...
I mean,
but
yes,
they get
donate.
to choose
Definitely
whether
donate.
they're friend or foe.
Friendly shark.
You could have friendly sharks.
Shark friend!
Do.
Alrighty. Perfect.
Shark friend time.
So we're going to hang out here for a second and let our video catch up with us.
I'm in the middle.
Anything you guys are doing while you're waiting?
What is my police siren in this?
Your police siren is still just a siren. You can put it on the side of your ship and it will whir and it will make woo 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 noises.
Okay.
It's a police siren.
Sounds so incredibly useful.
We got this.
I mean, it could be just an actual siren just doing that sound.
Let's see.
I got I have a red paint and a loot.
I have a live squid in my pocket. Probably not live anymore. Live when I found it. When I lifted it from the market. But other than that, there is a squid.
I have a cardboard box, which was very useful at the beginning, and a cassette tape with the best hits of Queen. So yeah.
You know, we don't even need to change that for the setting. That is just an interdimensional item that is in every universe.
Yeah. For
You
some
guys
reason, Cortana
are-
Corti can read that.
You guys are prepared. That is what is happening. You are absolutely prepared for this.
We've
Don't
got
let
this.
anyone tell you otherwise.
We've got this. man.
Question: How many
Mhm.
cannons are in this ship?
If you take an extra bit of time to investigate the ship, you'll find 3 cannons, but you don't actually find any cannonballs.
Why? Okay, we should probably tell our Warforged boys to go get some cannonballs. We
Do we
have
Unless-
need cannonballs?
I'd assume so. We have cannons. We should use them. We should we have 2 hours, so we have a 2-hour head start. I think we can afford to use some of that time.
Really? Don't we just want to go ahead?
If we're far enough ahead of everybody else.
I know, but there are
You
things that
also
are already
need-
there are things that are already out there that we cannonball. No?
Also, like, I don't want to be and sound like I'm that kind of guy, but we have Warforge and the ship can be used in autopilot, so you know, maybe some boarding party situation where we just send our men, our Warforge guys to the other ship through the cannons.
Is there a green tinged warforged named Mr. Chef Sierra 117?
There can be if you want to request one.
Yes, please.
I don't know if I want to push it that hard, but I'm just one of the 3 captains. If the other 2 captains agree, let's go with it.
Okay, I still think we should. I still think we should at least do a little bit more before we go. You think?
Well,
you think?
I'll ask Cortana or Cordy, whatever her name is.
Cordy.
That
Mhm.
you know, I can't help but notice there's no cannonballs on the ship.
Well, did you at least look at the cannons?
Briefly.
Fudge
there-
will
there- we
run
noticed-
outside,
we
going to
noticed-
look at the cannon.
We noticed that there are in fact cannons.
The cannons, of course, are laser cannons. Why would we have anything else on the ship?
Yeah, we picked the right ship.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much progress you can make if you just talk to people. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yep. Never mind. Screw it, Brett. We're going.
So, are you guys putting the siren on the side of your ship?
Yep.
Okay.
Why?
Why not?
Then-
Why not?
I can't argue with that. Yeah.
Wait, no. I do
All
not
right.
turn it on until we're clear of the harbor.
Okay.
'Cause I don't
Then
wanna
go
alert
ahead
everyone.
and make decisions on what you're doing. Do not consult, and then put your hands in the air and tell me what those. Well, I'll ask for them here in a second. Let me know when you're ready.
Let me pull up the thing.
Can I just roll the dice and see what
You can
I
be
get?
random if you'd like, or you can pick one of the 6.
I'm gonna be random because Francisco Ugalde, it's random. Oh,
All
God.
right.
Okay. Let's do this.
Alrighty. So, what numbers did we get?
Oh, wait,
all
was this
right.
a roll for something?
No,
If
you
if
don't
you
have
want,
to roll.
you don't have
So
to
it
roll.
was
You can select.
Oh,
Alright.
right. Okay.
yeah. So you get to select. So what did you select, Orion?
I selected accelerate.
Which is
5.
on my sheet. So 2 5s, and what was the dice roll over there?
A 3,
Fudge. A 3.
which I don't remember what it does, which is the
That's
best
okay.
thing.
We're gonna find out. Alrighty. So you guys are immediately going to turn right
You
out of
fool.
this harbor, and then accelerate by 2.
Oh no! We're going straight into. We're going directly off course.
We
Um,
can retake the course. This is just a small. This is just a small, you know,
Oh no.
a thing.
It's a
I
shortcut.
forgot the name. That's
Okay.
shortcut. That's
Okay, we gotta turn. We gotta turn again.
Okay. Do it again. What are you doing?
Do we don't say until you ask.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I
whenever
roll
you're
for
ready.
it.
All right, we got one roll. Are the other two ready?
Oh wait, no.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead. Show me your numbers. 2, 5, and what is the blue dice there, dear? 6. 2, 5, and 6. Alrighty, so we're gonna turn back right or turn back left. Alrighty. Just a little bit. And then we've got one accelerate and turn left. And then what are you doing as your extraneous action out there, Fudge?
I will go up to the main mast and see which ships are following our great navigation.
So, you see on most of the ships here that are being, that I'll ping, most of these ships are just now realizing that you've left the harbor.
Oh no.
You see scrambles of activity and sails are being unfurled and boats are moving. You see this little guy, that little ship,
Way to broken sundial.
just comes out kind of on course, but on par with you.
Nerd.
But you only see one man on that ship
Nani?
and a parrot circling above.
Nani?
This is the little ship that you guys didn't pay any attention to.
This is the. Oh.
After that,
Any
Fudge
relation to,
will.
this is Double-Eyed Bill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any relation to Cotton Eye Joe?
He does now.
He stole
I-
Joe's other eye.
Yeah, at that point, Fudge, you guys will hear Fudge saying, "Prepare the cannons!" He's just shouting that into whoever is listening.
Oh lord.
You see some of the Warforged start towards the cannons. What are you guys doing next?
Next action.
Uh,
Oh wait, we haven't moved. Have we?
So you moved one up and over, and then I can shift you. There you go.
Neat.
Alrighty.
We need some course correction.
Alright. Yeah, there's your course correction. Alright. Whenever you are you guys ready?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
What are your numbers? Alright. Accelerate. What was that? The 3, so it's a little bit of left. And what about you out there, Fudge?
4.
4. So 3, 4, and 5. Alrighty, so we're gonna turn a little bit right. If the boat will let me do it.
Whoa.
And then what item are you gonna use, sir?
Oh, 4 is an item?
4 is using an item.
Okay. Gonna go run back to the captain quarters, and once I get into the main deck, people would see this small raccoon running toward the captain quarters, holding a cassette tape.
Oh no.
And did you ask Cordy to play it?
I will go there and I just get it to Cordy so she plays the cassette tape at full volume. Whatever songs start coming out of, that will be from Queen.
So what you hear blare out of the non-existent speakers that you can't see or realize existed is Bicycle Race. It is as it blares. You guys are accelerating ahead with your 1 dice. So you course corrected and you're accelerating ahead a whole space. Alrighty, what is next?
This is the best possible outcome.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so guess your prepare your next movements.
Ready to go?
Alright, and go ahead and give me your numbers. 3, 5, and
5.
3, 5, and 5. Alrighty. So we're gonna turn a little bit right,
Meow.
and then we're going to speed ahead.
We just need one person on course correction, and then everyone else is just.
No conferring.
Oh, sorry.
No conferring.
Sorry.
You get-
Okay, no one knows who is on course correction and who is on speed.
That's right. You are all three captains of the ship, and you all are.
And you're all on speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
this little
I realized that
town.
after I said it.
The chat's broken out into singing.
Good. As it should be.
As a bard, I approve.
This is I don't know, this is great. I couldn't think of anything.
Okay.
Alright.
And then what did I do to myself here? Do. That's right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, you're still doing good. So as you guys go to make your next move, you see that that little ship is keeping on course with you, just a little behind you, but he's still there. And it's still just the one guy with his bird. Just the one guy.
Shoot the bird out of the sky.
I mean, you can try.
Where are the cannons oriented?
So the cannons pivot. So they're kind of on the back of the ship, and they can pivot in a kind of a 180 view there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then as you're going along, you said that the other ships have started to come with you. They went, oh no, they're going without us, and they full force ahead are coming with you. And you see these little dots come out on these ships and start moving around and doing things. The Kobayashi's a little farther behind everyone else because it's still sinking just a little bit.
We should have picked that one. Just saying. Just saying.
No.
We should have picked that one.
No.
The Falcon's crew seems to be a little taller and a little furrier than everyone else. The Pandorica, it thinks it's losing, so you just see the Centurion standing at the bow of the ship yelling, "Full speed ahead!" And he's just yelling, trying to intimidate everyone else. And let's see, there's the one that gives the.
You died. No, just the Centurion.
And then the Gray Pearl seems to have its own mist about it.
Wow.
It's starting to become misty. Alrighty, so you guys ready to give me what you're doing next?
This thing starts going through stuff. Alright, yeah, I'm ready. Ready when y'all are.
I got a 4.
4, 5, and 6. Alrighty, so we're gonna 4 is an item, yes. So we're gonna use. What item are you gonna use?
I'm gonna use my cardboard box
Okay.
to sit on it.
You're gonna sit on the cardboard box.
Yes, because I cannot do anything. I'm just like sitting there on the panel, I just like watching it, like, oh, shiny buttons. I somehow run that fast up to the mast and down. I'm tired. I'm gonna sit here for a bit, contemplating the buttons I have in front of me.
You are playing with the buttons. Roll me a d6.
Oh no. We're so
A 2.
You got a 2. Okay, that is acceptable. Your ship continues forward a little faster than it was before.
Oh,
You said acceptable. I'm terrified if it was not acceptable.
please don't do that again.
You're
But
asking
it
the wrong
continues
person
on the
wrong
regular
thing.
course. All right, we moved
So
a
we-
little faster with the 5 and then the 6. What items what are you gonna do?
I am going to tell our crew to open fire on the people behind us.
Oh, okay. Roll me 3d6.
Just randomly gonna say, we do not know if the rules in this contest,
Okay.
you know, they say anything about if we can fire this to other people.
Okay, a 5, a 4, and a 2.
Oh. Okay. The 2 is a little wide to hit Double-Eyed Bill. He manages to swerve just out of the way of your shot. The Falcon and Greyhawk's Delight, however, do take hits.
You're done, kiddo. I don't even see the Falcon.
It's towards the south there.
Oh, for some reason
Yeah.
the name's not popping up on my screen.
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at the stream, not at the.
Oh
yeah.
She's a little
It's
slow.
not coming up on Roll20, but it's on the stream.
Oh, sorry.
I mean-
I don't understand what Roll20 is doing.
It's okay. We
Okay.
understand that.
Oh, hey.
That one is not.
Thank you so much for the cool points to whoever sent us cool points out there. I didn't get a name, but thank you.
got a name.
You guys now
Unless they're-
have.
Unless their Twitch name is anonymous.
Unless their name is Anonymous. Which,
I
you
mean-
know,
Oh yeah, there is that right in the middle.
Thank you, anonymous.
Anonymous.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the 5 cool points. You guys now have 5 cool points to collectively spend
Yay!
after a round and after everything that's happened in that round.
What does a cool point do again?
So the cool points, they're basically like luck points. It lets you do extra stuff above and beyond what you're doing.
Neat.
Perfect.
Let's get
Alrighty. And that's our first donation of the stream. So keep it coming, guys. You guys are awesome.
We're gonna
Awesome,
get the
awesome,
spread.
awesome.
There's one particular donation that I really want to happen.
I mean, there is a entire bottle of rum, and you can make any of my players sing for that bottle of rum.
I cannot. Wait.
Just-
Never mind. All right. Yeah.
Yep, and they have
Good
all
donations too.
agreed to sing. So
Did
I'm
I?
not going to take anyone out of their comfort zone because they agreed to this list a week ago.
Dang it! I should have read the fine print.
Yep. Welcome to
Probably.
Piracy, guys.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I think we're up to our next round. You managed to do a point of damage to both the Falcon and the Delight. Do. Alrighty. Okay. So, what are you doing?
I roll a 6.
6? We've got a 5, and we've got a...
Just trying to figure this out real quick. 3.
3. So you are going to turn a little bit right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're going to move forward. Oh, that is the wrong thing. There we go. I want the ship to move. And then what are you going to do with your 6 back there? Fudge.
I was pressing the wrong button to push the talk.
Oof.
That's okay.
So yeah, Fudge is giving this stink eye to this double-eye bill, and is gonna run to one of the cannons and shout again, "Fire!"
Okay. Are you going to try and fire one of those cannons, or are you just going to run up to it?
I am shouting that as I'm trying to grab
He's
one of those
yelling at
cannons.
the cannon to
I-
fire.
No, I'm jumping into the cannon, trying to somehow make this thing work to fire while I'm also shouting that. So
Got it. Perfect. So,
Listen, guys. You can't lose the competition if there is no competition. All right, blow it all up. Kill them. Kill them all. Sink them all.
So you end up not understanding how things are going on, but you've lost sight of 3 of the ships. So that small ship is still keeping pace with you and dodged another one of your crazy cannon fires. The Greyhawk's Delight, as it gets farther and farther away from you, looks more and more like a tower and less like a ship. It's very disconcerting to see a floating tower in the world. And then the Kobayashi, you have no idea how it's doing what it's doing, but it seems to be neck and neck with you now.
I told you guys we could have. We
Wait,
needed
wait.
the
What?
Kobayashi.
It's what?
Who the
Yeah.
who the heck? What the heck?
I mean, if you guys rack your memories, you remember a story about the Kobayashi Maru.
Okay.
I mean, and there's no way to win against the Kobayashi Maru.
That's why I told you guys.
We need to change the circumstances of the test by blowing it the hell up.
That's what I said. I'm gonna shoot one of these cannons at actually.
Wait, guys.
Wait, it's in front of us though. Can we shoot it?
Yeah, they're on a swivel. I think our
Sure.
cannons are on a swivel, right?
Yeah, they swivel.
Okay. Well, you said they were at the back of the boat, so.
So, what's the next round you guys are doing? What you doing? All right. What are the other two? A 5, a 6, and what have you got over there?
I got another 6.
Fudge. So 2 6s and a 5. So we're gonna accelerate. If I can find my mouse and do a thing. So you guys will accelerate. That is not what I wanted. I can go over there. And then what are you guys doing with your 6s?
Load the cannons and fire. Dying is a day worth living for.
Which one are you gonna shoot at?
What do you think?
The Kobayashi? All right, roll me a d6. Tell me what it is.
Oh no.
4.
4. Okay.
Mhm.
And then what about the other 6? There were 2 of you with 6s.
Supposed to talk.
I'm pressing the wrong button again. Yay!
Thank you for catching it.
Yeah, I was like, oh. I roll A2 for shooting
Oh.
at the Kobayashi. So yeah, no.
2. So you were both shooting? So you rolled a 2 and a
Yeah.
3? Is that what it was? Perfect. Then, let's see. 1 hit.
Yeah, mine was a 4, and what you got? Wait, how many? What are we supposed to do to roll to hit?
So I'm making up a mechanic that you guys are rolling a d6, I roll a d6, and if your d6 is higher than my d6, you hit it.
Cool, got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Just making it up as we go along here. Because, I mean, man with a box. So, alright, what are we doing next? It looks like the Kobayashi moved a little bit, but not too much. Blind, or Double-Eyed Bill is still behind you. Looks like, the falcon may or may not be entrenched with whatever this sea creature is on the map.
Oh no.
And the Pandorica and the Grey Pearl are just sidestepping them.
Oh jeez.
Where to now? What you doing?
Okay.
You pick your numbers.
I got a 5.
5, a 6, and a 2. All right, so we're gonna turn a little left. We're gonna accelerate, and then our captain of captains is going to do something.
I'm going to murderize them.
Do it, bro, you won't.
Them. Alrighty.
Yeah. Kobayashi.
Perfect.
Do it to him.
Alright.
I don't like none of the teleporting ship nonsense. Not.
We have a light speed.
I don't,
You know what?
I don't like that they went to plaid.
So, what are you doing with your 6?
I'm
So
shooting.
you're shooting the ship again? Alright. Roll me another d6 then.
That is a 5.
Ooh, you hit the Kobayashi. She is sinking.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot.
Nice.
I mean, she's always been sinking, so it's
Change
really
the
kinda-
conditions of that.
let's see. That one there. Alrighty. Give me one more second. Yeah, perfect. Then, so you guys have advanced a little here. You are turning the correct direction to go past the sea monster to get to the other
Oh,
gates.
thank goodness.
What are you doing now? So roll your dice. Give us
Wait,
another.
are we like, parallel to the creature, or are we still going towards it in a way?
Going towards it in a way. You're kind of perpendicular. You just think it's a creature.
Alright, I'm going for 2.
Okay.
Get us parallel to it.
5 and
We got a 5.
ooh, so a double accelerate and a turn.
Yay!
Oh, that. It keeps picking up my arrows instead of my ships. Like,
Okay.
why are you doing this?
We're almost there, boys.
You say we're almost there, but where is
We're
there?
halfway there.
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh, we're... I was gonna...
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Squidward on a chair.
Took a weird turn.
I don't know.
You still do have a squid in your pocket.
I do have a squid in my pocket.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
I don't know when I'm gonna get an opportunity to use that. I feel like we're probably gonna get bored of it at some point, and then just throw it at him.
I mean, you always have options.
Mm.
Use your imagination. All right, so give us 10 seconds, and then we will ask for your numbers again.
I can't tell if that giant sea monster is just set dressing or if that's an actual monster.
You'll find out.
Okay, I don't like that.
Oh boy.
We'll find out when we crash into it. And
Yeah, apparently.
it's that you've been to the like downtown Disney in Orlando. It's just the Lego sea monster they have in the lake.
Yes.
It's just that we just land against a Lego
where?
monster.
At
So
downtown Disney.
it's called Disney Springs now. If you're up with the times.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes.
I haven't lived there in ages.
They're
have-
fancy people. They change names of everything.
I grew up down the street.
I grew up for like the first 3 years of my life around the corner from Legoland San Diego. That was amazing.
That sounds like fun, actually. Legoland
Yeah,
Sounds
San Diego.
incredible.
I haven't been
Alrighty.
there in years.
So
Jeez.
we've all got numbers. What are our numbers?
2.
2,
6.
6,
Eeks.
and 6. All right, so we're gonna turn a little bit more, and then you guys are not. You're gonna go somewhat forward because you got some momentum moving, and then, what are you doing with your 6s?
Strike your colors, you bloomin' cockroaches! I'm shoot
What?
Kobayashi again.
Easy
Alright.
there, easy there, Jeffrey.
It's still behind us.
It is. Roll me a d6.
It won't die.
3.
Ooh, what do they do when they tie? You just be lucky they haven't started shooting back at you.
Listen, man, I
Well,
don't think anything can
here's
match
the
up to our
thing.
firepower.
I assume that they're going to, and I like to get my my retaliation in advance.
Perfect. What are we doing with our other 6? Are you shooting as well?
This is aggressive.
Actually, I will. Seeing that that here my friend Jeffrey. Sorry, I forgot your name or how to
Jeffrey.
pronounce it for some reason. Jeffrey.
Just say thrush, it's easier.
Thrush. My friend Thrush has the cannons under control. I'll run back to the control of the ship, panting because I do not have good constitution and running from one side to another in the ship. And once I'm there, I'll push another button.
You're gonna push another button. Roll me a d6.
A 3.
You have a 3. All right, that's still not bad. So as you go past, the sea creature on the side. Cordy basically says, guys, it's okay. We're gonna make it. And that's what you hear.
That's not ominous at all.
Fudge will look around like, oh. He'll gonna smash the button.
Why do you say
again.
that in such a way? It makes me think you don't actually believe it.
And then you're going to hear the
Crunch.
next song from the you're gonna hear the next song from the cassette come on. And all you hear is
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Oh, that's what wooden does.
getting ready for.
yeah, hopefully you guys could hear that through my microphone.
It's a wooden
Oh,
desk
yeah.
I just slapped. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Bad idea.
careful with that.
What's that drum roll?
Yeah, I guess drums are running in the background instead of Queen, but copyright, guys. So here we are.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alrighty. So
Don't claim to be a real fan of Queen if you don't remember this hit single.
that's right. They're working on it. Alrighty. So you guys go ahead and ready your next.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. So we're gonna go ahead and ready our next actions here.
Got it.
Oh god, they're right up on us. Oh no!
Falcon's lost. So you
Oh,
see
God.
that the falcon has been lost behind you. It was just no match for that sea creature. So we've got a 5, and what were the other two?
Drop an F for the Falcon. 6.
6, 5, 6.
Another 6.
Alrighty, so we will accelerate forward, and then you guys are gonna tell me what you're doing with your 6s.
Okay. Can I go into the command center and ask Cordia, if this ship has any other advanced capabilities aside from laser cannons?
You can absolutely do that. And her answer. Do you push a button when you do this?
No, I'm just asking.
You're just asking? You know what? Some of these buttons don't seem to actually answer to me, and she'll light up like 4 or 5 of them. And it's always been a bit of a bug. But I don't know what they do. But no, we've just got the cannons on the back, and then we full speed ahead.
Can I hear this?
Sure.
Okay, just making sure.
Please do not start pressing the glitchy buttons the second one.
I
gets
make no
close.
promises.
I will swear to God, Jeffrey.
Alrighty. So you didn't
will-
see which one started
In my
glowing.
defense- Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that
Yeah,
case, I
you
will.
can
I will-
hear the
I am the
different
only one
buttons.
that knows.
You just know which buttons were the glitchy ones.
I was gonna say, in my defense, they glowed. So, but if I didn't see them, then I don't have to press them. If I didn't see them, I don't have to press them. That's fine.
So, Fudge roll a 6. in
Yes,
this
and
one.
what is Fudge doing?
And Fudge was in the control room along with gifts.
I
You
swear
are.
to God.
Seeing those buttons. I'm not sure if I pressed already one of those buttons. But Fudge is going to press one of those buttons.
I swear to God.
So just one of them. Roll me a d6.
4.
You rolled a 4. That is not a bad number to roll.
Oh my God, you scared me with the.
You're gonna-
That is. I don't know how to take that one.
They had,
Okay,
they had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
So you continue forward, but this weird smoke starts coming out the back of the ship. You're not
You
sinking.
can't-
You're still continuing forward, but there's
y'all
smoke
can't
coming off
see
the back of the
anything.
ship.
We don't even exist anymore. We've crossed the plane of existence.
It's just we hide. Hopefully. If this is not, well.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, so you guys.
Captain, the ship farted. That's what
You're the
Fudge said.
captain!
Oh, that's right. Cierto.
No, it's alright. If you want me to be the captain, I can be the captain. It's not a big deal. It's fine.
Well, we're all captains, so it doesn't really matter.
Whatever makes you sleep at night. Go ahead and tell me what you're doing next.
I'm gonna
It's
go
still-
with. I'm gonna go with 3.
So a 3, a 6, and what you got over there, Fudge?
A 2.
Alrighty, so we're gonna turn a little bit.
And then turn back.
Oh
Another
yeah, a
2.
3, a 2, a 3. Yeah, we're just gonna continue
forward.
on our
Wiggle.
main forward. Yeah. What is that? What's the cat with the wiggle butt?
I don't know.
I know an Australian
the
Shepherd
shack
has a
thing?
wiggle butt, but oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah, with the chair dancing. Okay, so a 2, a 3, you guys corrected course, and then what are you doing with your 6?
Well, the Kobayashi's still behind us.
They are all
Uh,
still behind you.
We can't see it anymore though.
Oh, we can't. Okay.
I don't
There's
think so.
kind of a
There's, like,
rock
big
in a
s-
way. I mean, you could
Oh,
try.
okay. Well, we can still see Cotton Eye Joe. I mean, Double Eyed Bill.
Yes.
Let's get him.
Yeah. So, explode him.
Okay.
Cotton
Go
Eye
ahead.
Joe has
Or
committed
don't.
not alive.
Roll me a
He's-
d6.
A 2.
You rolled a 2. A weird thing happens. As you shoot Double-Eyed Bill, you see the ship pick itself up. It hits the water, and the charge hits the water. The ship falls into that charge and kind of absorbs it a little bit. But the parrot flies off and towards you.
Oh no.
Oh god.
What?
Throw the squid at the parrot!
It's a thing that's happened now.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm scared of this parrot. I don't. How did you do that? You made me fear a parrot.
I have.
Well, it's gonna be
I
interesting.
think I have a solution.
Oh no.
Is it lasers?
Does it
No.
involve cannons? Oh, okay.
It involves painting a bird.
What?
What?
How am
Uh-huh.
I?
Oh, this is
She
gonna
got
be
it.
funny. Alrighty. So what are you guys doing next? You still have your cool points. Just remember you still have your cool points.
Oh, I remember.
Okay. So what are we doing next?
Oh my god.
How far's away the parrot?
The parrot's heading towards you, but we'll get there. What are we
We're
doing next?
quite a ways away from Double-Eyed Bill. I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay, accelerate. Turning. What you doing, Fudge?
I got 2.
Okay, so we're
Fudge, I swear
turning,
to
turning,
God.
and we're going forward.
Oh, actually, yeah, that wasn't that bad.
That's okay. Yeah. As I said, this is all about fun. This is not about how precise this game is.
Yeah, I just really hope we don't crash.
No, I feel that though, as a player, I'm also trying a bit. The dice is really
no,
making
no, I'm not trying to.
against
No, it's
against
hilarious.
everything you do. For
It's
some
hila-
reason.
it's hilarious. I'm not saying no. Just.
All right, you guys can see that you are one round away from being through these pillars. And
That's-
knock on wood, you have not crashed into anything.
How?
Yes.
Somehow. I don't.
Magic. All right, one more round. Oh no! At the end of this round, you see this parrot is coming closer to you guys,
Oh, no.
and goes to land on one of your masts.
Oh
and all-
god.
That yell
Oh.
at you in perfect raccoon.
Nani?
Oi, mate!
Yes.
Bill sends his regards. And
Nani?
then it picks itself up. But what are you guys doing now?
And it does what? What does
It
do?
it goes it takes off from the mast.
He just says
like
Billy
it's going
sends his regards and then just
Yep.
leaves.
So we got a 6,
I'm concerned. Okay. 2.
2,
I got a 4.
4. Alrighty, so the 2 is gonna turn.
Just gonna change the cassette.
Wait,
The
I just
4 is
realized
an
I might have
item.
given you the wrong item. I meant to use the 4, not the 6. Sorry.
Okay, then we've got 2 items to use. What are we gonna do?
You're just gonna skip to the next song.
How far away is the parrot?
That's what I was gonna ask.
So your mast is probably about 20 feet tall, so about 20 feet away. 20, 25 feet. Within shouting distance, within presumed hurling distance, you could
Can I
probably
throw one of them
something
the
at it.
squid? Can I give one of them the squid?
Actually, if you let me,
Throw the
I'll
squid.
throw my cardboard box at the parrot.
Okay, what are you trying to do
Trying
with that
to-
cardboard box?
I'll grab it and try to throw it so that like it catches him and goes down. Like
So that it
like
touches him. Okay.
yeah, I'm trying
We
to
seem to have similar thoughts.
yeah. I tried
Because
to catch him with a cardboard box. I don't know.
roll me a
I
d6.
I throw a bucket of red paint at it.
All right, so both of you roll me for alacrity. So 4 dice and 3 dice. And then tell me how many, what those numbers are.
1, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. Alrighty. So you manage to hit the bird with the paint. But it really doesn't change the color too much because it's still a red parrot.
Oh, I was just trying to blind it.
Just get in its eyes.
But being distracted by the paint, this box ends up on top of this parrot. That you're not entirely sure how it does this, but it manages to stay afloat and starts gliding back towards Double-Eyed Bill.
Not my box.
He stole your box, dude.
It rolled 2 6s. I'm so sorry.
Butch runs to the
Stole your box, man.
And now it's
the
now it's
back of the
covered in red paint, so it's faster.
yeah. It's just oh god, it's faster now.
I'm just gonna go up and like console him. Like it's all right, buddy. Once we get the riches, we'll buy you as many cardboard boxes.
We'll get you a new box, man.
That's no, this is vengeance.
It's
Did
not
the
the
box have
same.
a name?
No, it.
No.
Apparently, its name was Vengeance.
Hold on. No, like this is, I'm gonna go and get my vengeance. This is now a trip of vengeance. It's not about the race. It's about getting my box back.
You said you're gonna go get your vengeance. I just assumed that the box's name was Vengeance.
No, the box does not have a name yet.
Right.
Revenge like gazpacho soup is best served cold, precise, and merciless.
Hold that thought. So you guys are nearing the pillars. You can see the island on the other side of the pillars. This is the last round. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Give me your
all right,
numbers.
I swear to God, if we end up turning directly into
Yep. So 2 5s, and what are you doing, Fudge?
That's another 5.
Another
my
5.
God.
You guys are accelerating straight towards the island.
Oh wait, that might be a little bit too much acceleration.
And as
Oh,
that
God.
happens, the other
Did we
ship
just crash
gets
into a shark?
No, we missed.
So as you guys accelerate straight over this shark that's below the water, but is still there, you guys go straight towards the island, and lo and behold, you crash straight into it.
Oh no.
Roll me rotundity.
Oh god. We have 1. Okay, 4 rotundity.
2, 3, 3.
Okay,
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Oh no.
So, Fudge, as you see this impact coming, you, as gracefully as you can with your smaller rotundity of 2, you manage to jump off the side of the ship and gracefully fall in the water and get yourself over to the island without too much difficulty. With your 4 rotundity there, Gibbs, you manage to follow his example and get over there.
Neat.
With your 233, you make it to the island.
The boat stops. I don't.
Yep, you make it to the island, and for a second, you feel you can fly, like a bad 90s song.
Can we drop an F in the chat, boys?
So on the way raccoons work, or Crash Pandas works, Crash Pandas cannot die. So you may be a little roughed up, you may be a little sad.
That's not family friendly.
You all make it to the island. And as you guys are standing in just pure jungle, surrounded by shipwreck, knowing there's 5 other ships on your tail, and a parrot that stole your box, we're gonna take a break.
Part 2, Revenge of the Box.
So remember, guys, we are taking donations for the Akron Children Hospital. All donations go through Extra Life, which is an amazing organization. Definitely top. Go ahead and let us know anything you need to, if you want to donate to Influence, go ahead and donate below. I know there's one of my players that still wants a bottle of rum, if not all 3 of them. Rum. Make them sing.
I want to sing.
It'll be fun.
Do we get to choose
I'm
what
resisting singing without it, so it's like.
So,
Give me an
we
excuse.
will be right back. We're going to
Please.
do a short countdown, so everyone can take their bio break and get a snack. See you soon.
Hail the conquering heroes!
And we're back. You've never seen anyone sit up so straight as when we got the go ahead that we're live again. All 4 of us were like, "Oh, you should probably behave now."
We should stop our shenanigans, behave as quote-unquote proper adults.
I will
Adults.
I mean,
shenanigan.
Do we
Adults is
actually-
a strong term for anybody playing D&D
I'm not
on a
even an
live
adult.
stream.
So, welcome back, everyone. Not returning, but you have come in new to watch us. We're doing a charity stream for the Akron Children Hospital through Extra Life. If that's confusing at all, just let us know. Someone will answer you in chat. They have all the answers. They are very smart people. But long story short, we are looking we're looking for donations to help Akron Children Hospital do what it does. Just as a reminder, they work with children with a variety of diseases and disabilities, helping make their lives better and more able to function every day and have that quality of life be higher. Some of the things that they're doing is they have one of the biggest burn units in the contiguous United States. So they help burn victims get back on their feet, especially children. They have a number of clinical things that they're doing. The one that stuck out to me the most is not only working with children that have seizures and diabetes and trying to find ways to make those things better, but also individuals that are blind, going blind, or deaf, being able to correct those things with like brain implants and what have you. So everyone knows about cochlear implants, but they're creating something that sounds very similar to a cochlear implant, but for the ocular nerve for eyes. So go support that. It's awesome. They do a lot of cool work. They've seen millions of people. They're amazing. And we're just here trying to have some fun to get you to donate to that. On that note, we still have a bottle of rum that has not been virtual bottle of rum. You make the players sing. And since pandas can't die, we aren't doing healing potions, but cool points still exist. So they still have a collective 5 cool points from our anonymous donor out there. If they collect more cool points, we'll do them for something other than racing as they find themselves. Gibbs, Joffrey,
Yes. Oh.
and Fudge on an island after having crashed their ship. And I made a joke when I was putting the sounds together and music. If I was going to need the fire noises, because I didn't know if they were going to set everything on fire or not. And lo and behold, here we are. They have crashed their ship.
We wrecked our ship.
It is destroyed.
We were so excited. We got 5 accelerators. We're gonna beeline to the finish line. Oh wait, the finish line is a solid mass that we just crashed into.
Yep.
How are the Warforged doing?
The ones that made it off the ship, they swim. They're mostly woods, so they float.
Is Cordy okay?
You don't see the pillar. You don't see the pillar. She may have just gone down with the ship. The true captain.
Can we drop an F in the chat for Cordia?
Oh no. So sing whether you donate or not, evidently. Just saying. So you find yourselves 3 rotund raccoons on an island that is covered in jungle. You are still looking for this treasure because you believe it exists. There are ships that are coming in slowly to the island that look like they're going to dock appropriately, send little boats. And some of them have turned around and gone home, but there's a couple that are still docking at the island. Probably going to check the wreckage, see if there's anything they can take home with them, because they're pirates after all. So, what are you guys doing?
So we gather up
Getting back to my feet.
I said we gather up as many of the Warforged as we can and start hiking into the jungle, see if we can find this treasure.
Okay.
See if there's a giant red X anywhere.
Yeah.
Can I salvage any of my precious cannons from the ship?
Roll me a rotundity.
You just have a Warforged
Can
carrying
you
it
carry
around.
a cannon?
Can we just give it to one?
That's 3 4s.
It's 3 4s. Okay,
That's
that's
not
impressive.
bad.
You pick up the cannon and you think you can drag it into shore. You think you can, but of course, in your raccoon intelligence, you look down into the cannon, and you notice that there's no spark at the other end now that it's disconnected from the ship and Cordy.
Oh.
So you are more than welcome to carry the cannon around if you'd like.
But it won't do me any good. Okay. Never mind.
What are we doing now?
Being sad because I don't have a cannon.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've still got the little bit of paint and a loot.
and I still
I
have
do.
the squid.
You do still have a squid in your pocket, yes.
Yeah, I don't have anything. But Fudge will go. I think he was still in the pillar section, like in the control section, when we crashed. So he will check if Corty is still like on. He'll go and tap the red button.
Oh, I think you jumped off.
Oh, we jump up. Okay.
Yeah.
If okay, then he's gonna.
We can go back for her after we have the treasure.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
see
the
if we
only
can-
one who was still on the ship
We'll
when
see
we
if we can
made our
recover.
impact, and
Oh,
that
that's right.
changed
We.
real quick.
Yep.
And you got yeeted.
I get. Yeah. Fudge is gonna skitter into the jungle, see if there's any path, anything that.
Should get
I'm
going.
just imagining that was just to recap for anybody who's new. We did crash into the island, after accelerating a bunch, and then they managed to get out in time, and the rest of us, and then in my case, it was just kind of crunch. Like,
Those were noises.
Those
Oh,
were
yeah.
in fact noises.
Things you can't unhear.
Mm.
Alrighty.
Also, it's relatively tame. And
Yeah.
I just want to make a note that I round up as many Warforged as I can, and then we're gonna get going into the jungle, see if we can find this treasure.
Alrighty. So you guys are gonna head into the jungle, stay together,
Mhm.
like on a path, and whatever looks like a path for raccoons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then it's the jungle. So roll me ferociousness.
How many of our crew members did I manage to round up?
Let's say you managed to find 3 of the 6.
Gotcha.
Oh no,
We
I
got
am
half
not
our-
a ferocious individual.
Oh no.
I gotta find my ferociousness. Oh, that's actually one of my highest stats. Yeet.
So I got a 2, a 6, and my dice fell from my desk, so I'm trying to find it. 2, 6, and a 5.
Okay.
Okay, I got 2 6s, a 2, and a 1.
Okay.
I got a 6 and 3 1s.
And 3 whats? I'm impressed. Okay. Alrighty. So you guys forge into this jungle, and as your ferociousness would have it, you manage to make your way through the brush and along what looks like a game path. And with that, it takes you guys a while. You come across the ruins. And as you're standing in these ruins, you find what appears to be a hole in the ground and a number of what the humans call magazines. And decide that this is probably not where you want to be based on the smell. And you continue forward.
Oh.
Roll another set of ferociousness.
Yeah, and I understand. Okay.
I don't. Oh, jeez, I rolled really well. 6,
Oh, the
4,
kid.
4, and 5.
6 1 1 and 2.
6, 1, 1,
Oh,
and
God.
2. That was a 6, 4, 4, and 5.
1, 4, 2.
1, 4, 2. Ooh. You guys seemingly get lost.
Heck. You guys are holding me
Yeah.
back.
Can we use a cool point for this? How can we?
How does that? Yeah, how does that work? You think this is a good
Yeah.
time to bring in the cool?
So, what would you like to do? How would you like to unlose yourselves?
Presumably by not being lost anymore.
I would say that Fudge.
Climb a tree, get
will-
our bearings.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, who's gonna climb the tree?
Raccoons, we can-
What would that be? What's that?
Alacrity.
Fudge
Um,
will
I'll
climb
do-
I
the
can do
tree.
it. Oh, you can do it, yeah.
I got a 4 in that.
You had to climb
You
from the
do
raccoons
it.
earlier, so you might as well climb the tree.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeets. Okay, 6, 4, 2, and 3.
Okay. So, as you get to the top of this tree, you realize that you guys have just been creating a new game path in a circle around the biggest ruins that you can see in the area. Just going around in circles.
Of course we do.
And so as you climb down, you can tell that if you guys go straight across. Mm-hmm.
Before I go down, can I look towards the beach and see if they're making land?
Yeah, you can do that.
Neat.
By making land, do we mean landing, or by making land, do we mean like how we added to the island with our boat?
They all gunned the accelerator as well.
Wow.
So I mean, that's a good question. So you see, there is a deboxed parrot that is right at eye level with you.
Oh, crap.
That looks disgruntled, but otherwise not necessarily a problem.
I still have my squid.
And you do still have your squid. And then you see that 3 of the boats docked appropriately, and the people have come ashore.
Oh, heck.
But you guys are close enough to the ruins that you saw that you're not worried about them.
Appropriate is a very, very tenuous definition for a lot of things. So it might be that we are actually the ones that that quote unquote dock appropriate for a race. You know, everybody must go fast. Why they just go slow at the end now?
Yeah, dude, it's the first rule of racing. You don't start slowing down when you see the finish line. You go faster
Yeah.
And
Just that our finish line happened to be a
to
wall.
ensure victory. Yeah, exactly.
We all knew this was going to happen when we picked the Pillar of Autumn, okay? Let's just.
I mean,
we go-
That's
this
just
was
how
the fate of the Pillar of Autumn.
that's just how it be sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Let's just
Crazy how nature do that.
let's
Halo,
just
Halo Infinite
be
is canceled.
careful not to blow the ship along the entire island.
Okay.
At least until we're a few miles away.
I
Halo-
mean,
Halo Infinite is
with the other ships that have docked, it does occur to you that there is a way off the island now since you
we can
crashed your ship.
steal their boats.
And then we
So-
could blow up the Pillar of Autumn
Yes.
We could just
to
promise.
launch us away.
We could just promise the crew a tiny cut of the gold, and then leave.
I
And then
mean,
they could just take us, or we just force.
Assuming they're gold.
Or we just force the. We just kill them.
So let's go to the big ruins.
Yeah, big
Hopefully
ruins.
bypassing the small ruins.
and then I will throw this out here. You don't always have to kill everything you meet.
Yes.
You say
No.
have to.
I was gonna say bribe. It was the first option. Bribe them
I
with the
mean-
gold we find.
Bribing is always an option, but still. All right, so you're down a cool point because you figured out that you were lost and you unlost yourselves. You guys know where the ruins are, and you're going towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to name my warforge. Okay, you are chief. You are 6.
What were their names?
Chief, 6, and rookie.
Perfect.
Hilarious.
I may or may
Wow.
not remember that.
I'm just put it.
Okay. Okay. So, thank you. Now I can actually have a visual so I remember these things. So you guys come into this clearing that looks like it used to hold a stair pyramid. That's what's left of one side of the pyramid shows that it wasn't a smooth side. It had this stair kind of Mayan look to it. But the only thing left of this temple is the foundation, which you guys absolutely understand as raccoons, because you ruin foundations all the time. And
Sure. We understand it.
that's how raccoons work. So go ahead and roll me a general chutzpah check.
Hey, this is my strong side.
Excuse me.
Yep,
Oh, Lord.
Yep, it is. 6553.
Oh, nice.
532.
4-4.
4-4. Those are all very good rolls. It doesn't take you guys very long to find the hole in the ruins that appears to be a door. It's been disguised. It's been, overturned, but you're good enough as your Crash Panda selves that you absolutely found the door that leads underneath the ruins. What are you doing?
Let's go down.
Alrighty.
Is there anything else?
Not in the ruins here. I mean, there's birds and stuff if you really want to look at them, or you could really inspect the ruins and see exactly when they're from with your history knowledge. You're raccoons. You don't have history knowledge.
I,
Alright.
I have a history, but other than
You do. You do. So who goes first?
I do,
You do.
because I
Alright. You
think
guys-
I'm the captain.
you guys first.
Perfect. So as
Wait,
you
why,
go,
wait, why didn't you go down with the ship?
Because I was thrown free of it.
yeah, he had no choice.
Fair
in
enough.
that matter.
You had no choice.
Allowed. We allow that.
So, as you peek into this door, you're going to see a small chamber with another door on the other side of it. This small chamber looks like it has hooks for jackets and like benches to put shoes on, and it looks like a general house foyer. If
Do we still have the jacket from all the way in the beginning?
sure,
Yeah.
Why not?
Yay.
Yeah.
Who was wearing it? It would have been
The
you.
three of us.
Well, no. Like
Of-
after we dismounted.
I guess I would be
just-
carrying it around,
You just
just
tied it
flung it
around him. You just tied it tightly so it was like a cloak.
a very
Okay.
long cloak. Yes,
So it's a little
It's
dirty on the
plain.
back end now.
Fair
just a
enough.
bit.
But yeah, we'll say you still have the jacket. So you peek in and you see this little carved out of the stone that makes the caverns underneath these temples, or the ruined temple. You see just like a basic front area that's like a greeting area for anybody who comes through. You're lucky. The next door that leads into the next room is propped open just a little bit, and what it looks like is rows of beds and nests. What are you doing?
Beds and what?
Nests. Nests.
Nests. Okay.
Yeah.
Investigate that.
Take a look around.
So as you guys go forward, you can hear that there are people, or people and creatures on the far end of that room, and you can start to hear chatter and noise.
Oh yeah, then let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
Fudge
mingle.
will lay in its belly and I crawl toward them. I try to go beneath the beds. It's just crawl to them, trying to hear what, just to get close enough to hear what they're saying.
So while he's army crawling all the way across the room, I'm just walking next to him, perfectly upright.
Sounds appropriate.
What the hell are you?
Have you brought your 3 Warforged with you?
Yep, we did.
Perfect.
They're gonna
Party of
die.
6.
6 is
Yep.
gonna
3
die, man.
Warforged who are inexplicably following 3 raccoons into.
We need fan art of this.
And yeah, 6 is absolutely going to die at the end of this, but that's fine.
Different story, different day. So as you guys, yeah, as you guys are going down these rows and you've gone into this room and you're walking down it now, you see that there's rows and rows of beds, nests. You see a raccoon nest, sleeping areas, really for every type of creature you've ever met, or you can imagine. There's a few what looks like birds' nests that are really large, that potentially as large as like you see some of the big humans. And there are beds and cots. And they're full of blanket scraps and really anything that they can be made out of. As you investigate further, you do hear the sounds of playing in the background as you get closer to the other end of this room.
So,
hear-
seeing as they're a giant bird's nest, when we were listening to We Will Rock You earlier, how was rock spelled? And should I be as nervous as I am?
Oh no. Okay, so the truth is they're not connected whatsoever.
Okay.
The diabolical answer would have told you that it's spelled R-O-C, not R-O-C-K, but I'm not that diabolical. But they're just human-sized bird's nests. They're not
Okay.
gargantuan bird's nests.
Got
Yeah, so and the sounds that you're hearing from the other end of the room don't sound angry. They sound like laughter.
Well, that's about
Sounds
to
like a
change.
party. I love weddings. Drinks all around.
Pretty much.
We
So what do you
don't
guys
have
do?
the bottle of we don't have the bottle of rum yet. No one's $5.
You do not have the bottle of rum yet. You do
Heck.
not.
Why is the rum always gone? We'll never stop making references.
No, you guys will not.
That's all I'm
stop
here
doing
for.
That.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
So do you guys open the door with the sounds on the other side here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Slowly. Well, unless these 2 guys do it quickly, but you're gonna
Well,
do it slowly.
We're either going to open it normally or we're going to Van Damme it in.
We can just get like Chief to
If we
burst it down.
Man, damn it. My goodness.
Fudge is still army crawling. Trying to be
It's probably
supposedly
safe
silent.
fudge. It's
Yeah,
probably
I'm just
safe.
like next to the door, trying to like open it slowly before they just open it normal or just slam it open.
So if you guys open the door slowly, you'll see this huge cavern. That's got a high roof over it. It looks like it's been bored out of a huge like rock glacier thing. That's just a huge flat cavern. You can hear water somewhere at the way far back of this cavern that's coming up. But it's a completely unexpected sight that you guys see in front of you. It's full of what appears to be children of all races. You see at one end there's a game of kickball happening. It's big enough that you can have kickball in like one corner of this cavern. A little bit closer to you, you see some older kids playing hopscotch. And as you look at the walls, the floor and the sides of this rock cavern have been painted like sidewalk chalk all the way up. And it's just gorgeous. But those only last till about your eyesight. They don't get much taller than you. And you even see a whole puddle of raccoons in the middle of the chaos, just going back and forth here.
Oh boy.
Thank you,
Here we
John
go.
Sparrow.
John Sparrow.
Thank you,
Ladies
John
and
Sparrow, for the
gentlemen, we
donation.
got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure to play with you. See,
Oh, no.
You can't leave.
So, we just had somebody donate enough money for the bottle of rum. So, thank you for donating. But he
Didn't give the
has
bard.
picked a player, and that player just
he
noped
picked-
out of here. Oh goodness.
Yeah, no, I did not rage quit.
You cannot shy away from responsibility.
No,
You
I
have
don't
a
know what
di-
I'm supposed.
Of course, you
I
can
don't
be the one
know.
who doesn't want to.
So what I'm supposed to sing? I don't remember that part of the.
Here, Pirate's Life for me. I got you.
So it starts yo ho, yo ho.
Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate life for me. Yarr.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh, I need to continue that. With bell lights, with plunder, with rifle and lots. Drink up me early, yo. We get nothing ravage and don't give a hoot. Drink up me early, yo. I think I'm butchering that song so much.
Are you guys gonna help him?
Even more. Should we?
You're just gonna let him flounder?
That's
Okay.
so much fun.
Okay. Where did he stop? Drink up me hearties, yo.
Yeah,
ho.
yo, in the
Yo
middle.
ho,
just,
yo ho,
ho,
pirate's
yo,
life
ho.
for me.
Sing
We
to sack
export
and then
it
I'll
over, refilled
finish.
and we sack. Drink up me hearties, yo ho. We're
Rod
rotted
and
and
embezzle and even hijack. Drink up me heart. Oh. God damn it. I wish it was longer. We gotta go. I would keep going.
What do you
Oh,
mean you wish it
goodness.
was longer? This song is 36 verses long.
Yeah, those are 2 verses. That was it.
Oh,
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't like. They say like.
Trust
Wait,
me,
they say, like,
I know the whole thing. We are not doing it.
No.
The moment they say like whole song, like, oh, I just please no, not the whole thing because
Never mind.
So
This-
Fudge, you now have a whole bottle of at your
Infinite
discretion.
rum.
You do.
Perfecto. Mm.
Alrighty, so you guys have come into this cavern singing yo ho, pirate's life for me.
Technically
And-
speaking, the raccoon that was trying to stealth army crawl into the play center, singing that with a bowl of rum in hand. Okay.
Yep, so you went from army crawling to having a whole bottle of rum and busting open this door Van Damme style on these kids.
Who said I
Army
stopped?
crawling while singing with a bottle
Who said I
of rum on his
stopped
head.
army crawling? I'm just entering there.
Like I just open the door calmly and he just goes in slowly army crawling.
So at this point, all the kids have kind of slowed what they're doing and, like, saloon style, are just looking at you as the newcomers. But if you can, as you were singing, the kids go straight back to what they were doing when you stopped singing, and you hear them singing, yo ho, bless me, as they're playing their game.
This was the best possible time to get that
Best
tone
timing.
in.
I feel as maybe somebody just waited for that. There was somebody just waiting for that.
And you see a perfect you hear from across the chamber a perfect rendition of Fudge's Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me from a Kenku on the other end.
Oh yes,
Yes!
Kenkus!
I love Kenkus.
Speaking of annoying birds, where is the parrot?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
As
Oh.
far as you know, not behind you and not.
I'm looking behind me.
There's nothing behind you.
Okay.
It's just the.
I just
the
turn
bedroom.
around, Sixth Chief and Rookie are dead.
Yeah. But yeah. So you guys come in, and what are you doing?
I don't. I
so,
think we should.
this. We're here for treasure, so I guess we just like look around and leave the kids to whatever they're doing. Eh?
Look for a big red X.
You can absolutely talk to the kids. You can see if there's any adults with the kids. You can ignore the kids.
I am an adult.
There is
Are you?
good jokes.
I
And
shouldn't be.
and let's see. On the other end of the room, there is a door. So you can talk to the kids. You can find an adult, or you can what appears to be a taller child.
I'm gonna go to the tall child.
You're gonna find a tall child.
Tall child.
Yes.
Alrighty. Roll me a d6 just for fun.
Yeet. That is a 5.
Ooh. So you find the tallest, largest person in the room. And she has to lean down to hear you. And as she leans down, all you see are these big gray ears that come down and kind of envelope you as she leans down to say, "Yes, can I help you?"
Is this a Loxodon?
She unlocks it on? Okay.
Neat.
That's how she speaks raccoon. Come on.
Fair enough. All right. All right. Are you kids? Do you kids know about any treasure down here? We hang out. Also, what are you doing here? Actually, come to think of it, there are a bunch of children in a cave underneath ancient ruins. What are you guys doing here?
You're the first travelers we've seen in a while, but some come and go. Some of our kids grow up and do better and leave us. We're really just a sanctuary for anybody who needs help. We do our best to create our little corner of paradise for those who could not find it out there.
Glances furtively at the Fudge crawling on the floor, holding a bottle of rum and singing to himself. Needs help, huh?
We may have ruined these children's paradise. We just brought like 5 different factions all here looking for treasure. Is there treasure here?
To be fair, we didn't bring them. They were already going to show up. We just
Fair.
happened to get here first.
Fair enough. All right, but
Rather violently.
Very violently. We shot it like 3 of them. Oh God!
And then
Look at
exploded
what
on
you've done.
impact.
How many one-shots do you get to do that you get to see the consequences of your actions?
Normally the consequences of my actions are just getting stabbed, so this is a nice change of pace.
Well,
Never mind. So as she's telling you about this small little piece of paradise, you get the impression that it's a home for kids that are displaced. Some of them probably have parents that are still around, but you see that there's at least, as you're looking around the room while she's talking to you, you see that she points out the Kenku that you were that heard you earlier, and his perfect rendition um, of the pirate's life for me. She points him out and goes, "Did you hear Saul earlier? He mimicked you perfectly.
Yes.
And he can
Oh,
see
that's-
again because of the doctors and the wizards here.
Oh.
And it's all magic to me, but I help out where I can." And she's got the garb of like a nurse on, who you imagine she knows as much as the doctors and wizards there, but is very humble as well.
How
Fudge
did
just stands up, is still holding the bottle of rum, like now hugging the bottle. So
like the
Where-
like the
where-
raccoon in the background.
actually, yes.
the one on the cannon is me, the one with the hat is Jeffrey, and the one in the back is Fudge. We figured it out, guys. We got it.
Oh, perfect.
We got him.
Yeah, the Fudge is holding the ball and says, and where's the treasure? Where is, the coin, the oro? Where is it?
Oh, you guys came here looking for gold and found us instead.
Yeah.
Yep,
so
but now
the-
we're going to have
Yeah.
to defend you because there's a lot of other people following us.
like a lot.
I'm sure they won't be able to find us. Very few do.
We do.
Unless they already know the way.
There's about 4 ships who already landed here.
Well, if
And a very pissed off parrot.
oh, Bill's gonna be here.
You know Bill?
Oh, he
Bill?
brings us little trinkets every now and then. The kids love him.
Oh God, what have we done?
We didn't know that. In our defense,
Keep that in mind.
have had a small disagreement with his bird.
Oh no.
I don't think that we did any real damage.
We shot at him!
We missed!
2 of the 3 times! We did hit him once!
And we shot a lot the Kobayashi.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But
Does the
for our defense,
We don't
that
have to worry about that.
was
does
already.
the ship the Kobayashi mean anything?
No.
Okay, we still have that.
Oh,
that
thank
one.
God. Okay, because we really opened fire on that one.
You guys aren't here to disturb the children, are you?
No. There's no
No,
treasure.
no.
We'll be on our way.
anyway.
There's no
No,
treasure. We'll be on our way.
Yeah, we just come.
There's no
just
reason
come-
for us to be here.
we just come for the monedas, for the gold, for the oro, but there's nothing here, so we just walk. The door is there. We walk outside.
So do you guys go to the door you came in, or the door the other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
right.
would we keep going?
Yeah,
We-
actually, we can keep going. Let's hang out for a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, now
probably
I
Fudge
kinda,
will.
we kind of need
I
a
feel
new
like we should
plan now
defend
that there's
the kids
nothing to
from
bribe the other ships with.
We have to
We-
defend the chief. We
So,
have to-
in or out?
we
What are we
have to-
doing?
Okay. Chief
We-
6, rookie, guard the door. No hostiles get into this cave and disturb the children. The rest of
We-
us,
we
we're gonna
might-
go. I say we go further in.
Alright,
We should go
We
to
have in a
the
car.
entrance and see if they are coming. If there's more personas, more.
where does that
piratas
door
come-
in the back lead?
So we use it for storage mostly. It looks like there's more of the temple that goes along behind. We haven't been here long enough to be able to explore all of it, as we came across one fallen and didn't want to explore further. This was safe
We
enough
need to
for
find
us.
defenses.
We should bring one of the Warforged with us to help us with some of the heavy lifting. I say we leave 6 and Rookie at the door to guard against hostiles, and Chief comes
Yeah.
with us to help us clear a path.
I'll
Because there
go.
might be riches further in.
I'm gonna go see the entrance. If there's nothing, I'll tell you guys. if there's something, you'll see me coming running.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. And Fudge walks away with his bottle of rum
Because
into the entrance.
splitting the party in a one shot, that's a good idea.
Hey, it's
Yay,
happened
I
now.
mean, yeah.
I mean, we're just gonna wait for him before we go.
Okay, so you guys will wait.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll me alacrity to be able to get back to the front without, alerting anyone else. You gotta push to talk. I don't know what your numbers are.
Yay for
You forgot again, didn't you?
yeah. Was 545.
545, perfect. So you make it straight back to the front door without running into anyone or having troubles. When you do get to the front, you peek the door open, and you do see that there's a person coming from the other side of the clearing, straight towards this door.
Shit, close it.
One person?
Mm-hmm. And you see this one person appears to have 2 eye patches.
Does he have a parrot? Oh, we're not there. What am I saying?
I was going to ask that. There seemed to be a parrot around him.
He doesn't have a parrot on his shoulder. If you look close enough, you will see that there are bird droppings along the front of his shirt and on one of his shoes.
Okay, I think this guy's friendly. I think it's Double Eye.
Fudge will close the main door and walk toward him. They're still holding the bottle.
So you went outside?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go a bit further until I meet him and then say, "Yo,
Hi.
what are you looking around for?" I mean, yeah. He smiled for himself. Like, oh God, I said that because eye patches in both his eyes. Oh God.
Oh God.
Look,
We're not there, man. We gotta restrain ourselves.
Yep. Coming back to see some friends.
For the record, he said coming back to see some friends. I am doubting this person so much.
Dude,
Oh,
he said the Billy guy, the Black Billy, was gonna.
yeah, they already told us that
They
Bill
know
was
to our
friendly.
Billy.
Fudge does not know who this individual is. He doesn't know he is Billy. Okay. Okay. And Fudge begins running back inside.
And if you look behind you, you'll see he slowly follows you, shuts the door. He shuts the door and he comes down the hall and greets Debbie, the Loxodon, with a warm hug.
Neat. That's nice.
I would like to apologize to your bird.
my bird.
Do you have a bird?
He squawked the words "need bath" at me and then flew off. He does that from time to time. He always comes back.
Wait, I just mouthed through those.
Oh well, I know nothing about this. Then never mind.
We just saw him take a hit from one of the boats on the way here.
Yeah.
Not ours. Not ours. Want to be very clear that it wasn't ours.
You two roll me chutzpah.
And when you say you two, you mean
Gibbs and Gibbs and
5-5-3.
Wow.
He's gonna take you at face value.
If there is one thing I have, it is unrestrained chutzpah.
So I see you guys. Your new voices to me. My name is Bill.
Nice to meet you officially. We saw you a few times during the race. That was pretty crazy driving.
Oh, you guys were part of the race. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
We were present for the race.
We crashed horribly.
We were present to witness with our own eyes about the race that happened during this last.
Did you
minutes.
smell a lot of smoke when you were coming ashore?
Are you talking about the boat that crashed?
Yeah, that was us.
Oh, that's the Pillar of Autumn. She'll rebuild.
So what now?
You've met the crew, yes? You have a couple with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Given enough
Briefly.
time, she'll rebuild. Slowly.
Cody's not dead! Retract
Yes.
the F from the chat. There is no need. We're good.
Cordy has been quite an ally for many years.
Oh man.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh, you know each other. Perfect.
What?
Ah.
So she knew what was here.
Yeah, she ferries many for us from one side to the other.
We could have just asked, but we didn't.
That's
God damn it.
The more we go through this, the more I realize we jump head on into it without
How-
knowing.
How many of
Anything.
the people who were participating in the race know that there's no gold on this island?
What makes you think there's no gold on the island?
I mean, no, I mean, there might be. The kids don't know about it, but there might be, like, excuse me, further down.
I just
mean-
assumed that the kids
I
were
know,
here
they
instead.
just told us there's no gold.
I mean, how many kids are interested in gold?
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was.
then, I won't. I don't know.
Ah, such short lives you have. Of course you weren't when you were a child. Shiny things are just adorable.
Wait, how long is your
Yes,
lifespan again?
exactly.
Raccoons, I'm assuming that raccoons live 5 to 10 years like most small creatures, but you can Google it.
I'm gonna Google
it's
it.
closer to like 2 to 3 usually.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I was right.
yeah.
Okay, 2 to 3 in the wild.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'm like,
2 to 3 in a while.
oh god.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna
So-
die.
No, just cute little raccoons.
So,
No,
In
I've
captivity,
explored.
they can live way longer, but
I've explored some of the island myself, but I can only get so far, as you see.
Shut up.
you see Butch is holding himself from saying anything.
I swear.
Barely.
And he'll continue. But yeah, no, I bring trinkets and fun to the island, and any kids that have grown and surpassed their problem can come with me. We there's a number of here that I check in on every time. And Kyrie with her hearing aids, and Klein with his seizures. He's almost ready to go home to his parents. Oddly enough, they've done a very good job with him here. Very good job. But yeah, no, this is just a straight sanctuary that you guys stumbled into. We take in all and help where we can. But you guys are looking for treasure.
Yeah, those are the rumors. We just thought there was treasure here.
Treasure.
that's why we entered the race.
That's why I think a lot of people entered the race.
Got it. Well, the others are just, they do this once a year. They get in their boats and they decide to go across all the rocks, make sure they come down to the
Oh.
island. They sit on the beach and drink for 2 days, and then they go home,
We shot at several
So-
people.
just to get away from their wives. You know,
We shot at so many people.
Okay, so
some people get rowdy. It happens year to year when I ever have new folks come through.
oh, question. So there's no like actual gold. There's no actual.
There might be.
Oro.
They haven't explored the whole facility.
I guess we'll go explore. As long as we know they're not going to try to attack the children, you don't have to be there.
Yeah, no, the kids have always been safe here. As I said, they just use the beach. Most of them have no idea that the kids are here.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Good.
because if you go just past the point in which you guys crashed, there is a cove in which you can dock your boats. And if you can see where the fires have been for the last several years, and that they hoopla the whole 9 yards.
Oh,
Larry keeps an eye on him for me.
I think we severely.
So let's not go there.
But
I
you
guess
guys
we
are
can-
looking for treasure.
We don't even need to go back right away. We can just hang out until Cordia rebuilds.
You can.
in the meantime, we might go and look for the treasure and
Yeah,
try
we can
not.
just spend the time looking for
Explore the island, yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you mind
We ain't
letting
any
the
rush.
guys get back to their ship so that they can fish her out of the
Yep.
ocean there, and she can
Sure,
iron
sure,
giant herself?
Chief Fix Rookie, we will meet you back on the beach once we found the moolah. If there
And-
is any
Yeah.
moolah to be found.
And off they go.
What
So
zany
yeah.
adventures will Six, Rookie, and Chief get up to in our absence?
Find
Well-
out next time on Dragon.
Can that just be the next one shot? The adventures of Six, Chief, and Rookie.
Absolutely. If you guys want to come back and do this again, we can have the
Yes.
adventures of Six, Chief, and Rookie. But they go back to the boat, and the boat iron giants itself back together.
Yes! I love
So-
that movie.
And that happens over the next 2 weeks. And
that movie.
that's the
So
end of
in
their
that
story
2-week
so
time
far.
period, we're trying to
So he goes,
find
so
gold.
you three, now that you've been set straight and you're not going to shoot at anybody
I'm
again,
so sorry about that again once more.
We genuinely thought that they were trying to hurt us. In our
And he'll
defense, we
stare-
did not prepare.
and
you
he'll
know, we really should have taken the hint when no one fired back. I'm very surprised we didn't get shot.
So he will turn to each of you like he can actually see you still. And I see you've got your rum, you've got your captain's hat, and you've got your whatever it is you have, Gibbs.
I have a squid.
That's
You have a squid. And
I have a rock.
perfect. You say you're looking for treasure. I could use some help. Are you prepared?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeet.
We should have gone to that boat at the beginning. Since
Good, but then we wouldn't have made friends with Cordia.
Yeah, see, it all works out. All of the boats had something cool on them, I promise. There will be other times to explore these boats. I will keep them.
I'm definitely stealing the Pill of Autumn and putting it in a campaign. I just
Because-
love it so much.
Because if you had pushed the wrong button on the console or rolled a 1 on your dice, it would have veered the boat off course by 30 degrees.
I have been so close to that.
Yeah,
that,
okay.
So each of them have their pros and cons. So. The one you picked didn't have a captain, but you might not
Maybe.
go straight.
it did not need a captain because he had a.
We are the
40,
captain.
yeah.
We just happened to go for the one where usurping the non-existent captain would have been the easiest.
So Bill turns around and leads you guys back out into the jungle. Do you follow him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then Debbie will wave goodbye to you and send you on your way after a light snack, of course. You definitely have to have a snack, right? Because you're
For
raccoons.
sure.
Little crackers, they
course.
were adorable. Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful.
Animal crackers. Yo,
yeah.
D&D animal crackers would be awesome. Just take a bunch of stuff from the monster manual, build crackers. That'd be amazing.
I don't have enough time or cookie cutters for that, unfortunately.
I'm gonna do it. That'd be amazing.
And he leads you to the other side of the temple ruins, and there was another door that you hadn't seen. And he leads you
Oh.
down into that. What do you do?
Follow him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
as you follow Bill down what looks like a sketchy hallway that's been dug out a little bit on the sides, but it's uneven, because a bird is only so good at understanding how flat things are. And when you guys did come through, his parrot came down and landed on his shoulder.
Can I
Um,
feed my squid to the parrot? Like, I am so sorry, buddy. Can you just peace out?
I'm going to make sure the parrot can't see my paint.
Okay.
He's seen us, dude. He knows who we are.
I
Listen,
don't think
I can
parrots
hope.
eat uh, squid.
I think
I mean, they'll eat anything
they
if you wave it around enough, but
don't.
If I paint it red enough.
Ha 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 ha. So if you kept some of like the sponge cake or the
Red
snacks
sponge
that
cake.
you were given, you could have the snacks that you were given from Debbie, then you could have used that to bribe the bird not to out you. um,
Guess
But yeah.
not.
so he leads you down into this smaller cavern that has multiple branchaways from it, and you hear the bird, right, left, left, right, and guiding Bill through these caverns until you get to a small room that has a ladder. And the ladder goes down into what looks like just a dark space. You really can't see much past that.
let's go.
Leroy.
So it is super dark. How are you guys going to light it up so you can see?
Do we have anything?
To quote the, I'm going to let shine my sheer unrestrained. No.
I mean, I have rum.
We have rum.
I have rum.
We have rum and a squid. I think that's all we have left.
Yeah.
I still have my siren. I know. Okay, I siren on.
So you have
It's
the
still just sitting-
siren.
still
So
just
the
sitting
siren is
recording.
a cop light.
Oh,
The siren is
Oh,
like a
right.
cop
That's a light. I forgot.
Yeah,
I was like, I always envisioned just like a bell, just to like fit with the.
can you turn it on without turning on the sound?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna do it. Wait, what sound would that be?
Go ahead and make that chutzpah.
Who's got? All right, big chutzpah. I'm handing it over to you.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. 6622.
What
Oh,
do
it's
you
not
mean
bad at all.
not bad? That's amazing.
So with those double sixes, you manage to not only turn the siren off and disable the siren by biting the right wire, but you also manage to turn it into like basically a flashlight, not an oscillating light anymore.
Oh, neat.
So you have yourself a little flashlight.
Neat.
So I'm assuming you'll peer it down into the hole and look.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So as you put the little flashlight down the hole and you see the ladder only makes it to about 6 feet off the floor. The bottom of the ladder has been worn away. But the top half is, yeah. But I mean, you're raccoons. If you just stuck your arms out flying squirrel style, you could you could make it the 6 feet to the ground.
Yeah, then the question is, how do we get back up?
Carefully.
There's 3 of you in a trench coat.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, to quote the captain of the Pandorica, Geronimo, I shall.
And then when you get to the bottom, you see that the light is glinting. You're not sure off of what, but it's glinting.
Glinting is just one step away from glittering. Let's go.
All right, let's eat it.
Okay.
I'm
Bill-
going down with them.
Yeah. Bill follows you down and says, "Yeah, this is where it got me. This was the last room. I couldn't find anywhere out of here. And the walls felt different here. And Perry didn't have a good answer to what was making the walls different.
All right, let's shine light on the walls, real quick.
Yep.
So-
Light 'em on.
When you light up the walls, you see that the walls have been built out with little gold flecks in them.
Gold what?
Oh.
Yeah. So it looks like what's the word I'm looking for? like a mud nest was made. But it was made not only of mud, but like the hard pieces in it that would hold the whole thing together were shiny and glittery and golden looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you investigate further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if there's any part of this that may seem that could be pushed, like a button or a hidden button in all of this.
No, I wouldn't say there's a button.
Okay.
You could, let's see, make me investigation checks of the course of alacrity. Let's use alacrity for this.
Oh crap. 6421.
5541.
5541, 6421, and
4-4.
344. Okay, so you don't see any buttons. My screen go left to right here. So you don't see any buttons there, Fudge, but you do find a loose piece of gold, and it comes out of the wall with a little bit of rock attached to it, and it looks like a coin, like a straight up doubloon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a prophet. I think.
The Fudge will grab it.
And
Can I pick it?
yeah, so you've got your own little doubloon. Let's see, Gibbs. While you're searching, you were trying to figure out what the gold was, right? You weren't
Yeah.
looking for any buttons or
I
anything.
was just trying to figure everything out.
Okay, so on the other side of the room, you see old claw marks
Mm-hmm.
and signs that there used to be a creature that lived in this cavern.
All right.
How big
And
is this cavern?
I'd say 40 feet across, and
Okay.
it's very round. But it is the end of the cavern. There used to be a ladder, but that hole at the top was big enough for a large-sized creature.
Cool.
Yeah. And then in the end here, Joffrey, we were looking at. Were you looking for anything in particular, or just trying to figure out what was causing the room to be gold filled?
I was gonna try to find, the biggest chunk of gold that I could,
Okay.
and try to pick it out of the wall.
So you see that most of the gold in there, some of it's gold pieces, some of it's gold chunks. You see a couple of pristine looking gold bars that are shoved into the wall. And if you spend a little bit of time, you can probably get one out.
Yeah,
An
they're
ingot.
like mud and stuff.
Yeah, so it's dried mud. So it takes some wiggling. But you could get your gold ingot out of the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So you guys have found gold. How exciting was this? What do you tell Bill?
Fudge is happy that he found a doubloon.
He did.
Then he sees.
Hey, Bill, we got gold.
Nice.
Then he sees the other ones having gold of beer size, and he's like, "Oh." He's like, "I have rum."
So you could see that gold piece, you could hand it to the bird and go pry out another ingot if you wanted it to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Perfect. Then, right where he's looking, and then Bill is holding the coin, going, "Oh, I wasn't sure what this was because it wasn't man-made, but this is definitely a regular coin. Are the whole walls just covered in coins?"
Little
I
bits
I
and
put
pieces.
I don't let go of the bar, but I like put his hand on it, so you could say that.
Oh. Oh, that's why this place seems so familiar. Well, at least this island's been empty for a long time. I doubt a Fenrir will come back.
The what now?
Fenrir, I believe it's how it's pronounced. Fenrir.
And I cut out for like a full minute there. What just happened?
So when he figured out that the cavern was filled with gold and that it was it had non-man-made but constructed qualities to it,
Right.
he says, "Well, this island's been abandoned for a very long time. I doubt that the Fenrir would come back."
Like that.
Okay, in character, do I know what that means?
Yeah, I was gonna.
When you guys think of this word and this name, what comes to mind is um, long whiskers on a scaled body, very intelligent creatures that have a tendency to live a very long time and run crime circles that some of your cousins would work for.
Yep. My thoughts exactly.
I've been thinking about the same.
Oh.
Fudge.
So what are you doing?
So this
I don't
island
know how wise it
comes
would be for us
from
to get out.
him. Like,
Well,
so
I mean, you said it probably won't come back.
true. We just could take the gold and get
Just
out.
take-
You could. You absolutely could. And you have somebody who's tall enough to get you back to the ladder if you ask nicely.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's grab as much gold as we can and get the hell out of here. Get murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fudge.
Yep.
Grab
nods.
the gold!
And
Perfect.
Things like, oh, let's get out of here. And
So do you try to take that ingot with you, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Same thing for Fudge. You guys both try to take the ingot.
yes.
Roll me
Oh.
rotundity.
Oh crap.
I'm excited. This is a
4 and 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 5.
Wow.
So, for that second ingot, Fudge, you managed to get that one with you into a big enough pocket that you can get it up the ladder. You have to ask for help, Jeffrey. You have to see if Bill will hand you the ingot, but you can't go up the ladder with it. So you have to give it up for a second, and then he'll
Okay.
hand it up to you.
It hurts. But I'll do it.
We can just make like a system. Like I'll grab the ingots from the wall, then we hand it to Bill, then he hands it to whoever's on top.
Bill's tall enough that he can bring. He's much larger than you guys are. He's like a 6.5 foot tall man. He can carry a couple of ingots and get them up for you.
Yeah, but I think it's better if he just stays on the ground, and then we can just hand him to him, and then it's like a continuous chain. I hand it to Bill, he can hand it to the guy on top, and then we just keep on keeping on. All right, I'm gonna go
Perfect.
grab my own ingot.
Perfect. Then you guys get out of here with all of the gold that you can carry. You do not run into the old dweller of this particular cavern.
Thank
And-
God.
Yeah, I know. And you guys make it back out into the jungle without further incident. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I feel like we should leave at least something for the kids.
How many ingots did we get total?
One each.
Oh.
They're heavy. You're raccoons.
That is a good point.
One each.
What if we try to get another? Like we put those 3 each with the kiddos, and then we go back and grab another 1 each. Could we do that?
I'm down for
Yes. You could
It'd be
absolutely do that.
it'd be up to Bill. Yeah, but
Yeah, Bill is the one
Oh, yeah.
getting you guys in and out. Yeah. Bill says, I can absolutely help you guys with that, and we'll make sure that you guys get at least 2 of these each on a ship and back to shore. But as long as you're willing to help me get a few more pieces to take to Debbie for resources and some more
Absolutely.
trinkets.
that. Yeah, of course.
So
Hear that, bird? We're going to help.
finally. So you guys managed to get enough gold to help out the kids, and the kids know where. Well, Bill knows where it's at now. So
They can always go back for more
mhm.
when they need more supplies.
Be a fun
And-
activity for the children.
yeah, and you guys have an ally.
Gold miners.
And you guys have an ally that you get to and from the island in the future if you'd like.
2 allies.
You do.
We have the Pillar of
You
Autumn
do.
as well. Once it's not broken.
True.
We also we need to pay the. I'm gonna bring an extra ingot back to take one of my ingots
Oh,
and give it to the crew.
good.
Like I am so sorry for wrecking your.
Oh, the Fudge is not thinking about that. He's thinking, oh, I got my ingot. He will think about that later and be like, oh, we should have done that today.
The homies is dead, man. Cordelia almost died for this.
So let's see. So we got our checklist. We got gold. We helped out kids, which we didn't know was a goal to begin with, but it became a goal. So we helped out kids. We made it to the island and we were first in the race. And you managed to crash your ship. And did we miss anything for the fun factor here?
We had a ship with lasers on it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
We got the one person here who didn't want to sing.
to sing? Yep. Perfect.
We got the bottle of rum.
You
We got the
did.
ball of rum.
Did you
That's
share
also
your
important.
rum?
No.
No.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hold on. Yes.
Hey!
Hey, everyone gets some. So
Yeah, I was thinking if it's 5 or 6, Fudge will share it. It was a 6. Like,
Perfect.
okay. Well,
now we're sharing.
Way ho and up she rises. Way ho, she rises.
That was a mistake. I almost spit on my Gatorade.
Yep.
That was a mistake.
Way ho and up she
Check it
rises
out.
early in the morning.
So I think we made ourselves what, $28 while we were doing
Yeah.
this today.
I think so. 28
Where
total.
Are there any last minute Hail Mary additions anyone wants to donate to us? We'll make it worth your while in the next 2 minutes or here. Now we wait.
maybe
Just
get
stare them
another-
down right into the camera.
Maybe
See.
get some
into
another
their
25
souls.
to
Get another bottle
to
of
get
rum.
another, and for another person in the group.
Raising money for sick children. I don't
I-
know. I should probably let the organizer explain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that
right.
was dumb. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So yeah, so seriously, if you guys have not gone out to the website for the Akron Children's Hospital, I think there's an extra donation going on right now in the next couple of minutes if we manage to get out there and get some extra donations. I think there's dice to give away, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And,
we are actually there are I think
The next 7 people
5
to donate. No, it's 7. The
Yeah.
next 7 people to donate $10 will receive a box of dice.
and they're really
Yeah.
pretty.
They are really
They're
pretty.
really
dice.
pretty.
They are really nice dice.
They're really nice, yeah.
Really nice
Yeah.
dice. Nice dice.
But
They might actually be of the same type that I have. Now that I'm looking
oh,
at it.
hey, look at that.
I don't
Same
even
type
know.
of
Yeah.
dice. Yeah, I know dice. And so just
Oh yeah, those are neat. I got my neat
but
toy.
let's see. So we had fun. We did a thing. We did some donations. We got some gold. Your raccoons all survived,
Yay!
and
Albeit narrowly.
Fair.
when I can say you'll make it back to shore, and you made it with an extra gold for Zola.
Hey,
Wait, who's Zelda?
Yay!
I completely forgot who's Zelda.
Zola was the
was that our
raccoon
sick
that
friend?
didn't make it onto
Yeah.
the
That's
boat.
the sick friend. Okay.
Yeah.
I did it for the sick friend though. Oh geez,
Yeah.
there goes the F.
So
Just gonna keep that.
yeah, then we got
That's
everything.
just
Hey.
More rum.
More
Did
rum?
we get more rum?
Why? Why? What happened? Tell us. Why we have more rum, please. Explain stuff.
Gregory
Oh,
Littleton.
Greg, Gregory, thank
Fudge,
you.
I'm gonna your name.
That's awesome. Thank you for
$25.
donating. So,
Thank
Who's
you
singing?
so much.
Gregory, who's singing?
oh, we're gonna have to wait. Uh-oh.
No names.
Yeah, usually when we're doing streams like this, we'll stay with first names so that you know who.
Okay, I guess it's
Joffrey,
me.
sing it.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage and plunder, we rifle and drink up me hearties, yo ho. We kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot, give up me hearties, yo ho. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We extort and pilfer, we filch and we sack, drink up me hearties, yo ho. Marauded, embezzle, and even hijack, drink up me hearties, yo ho. And this is gonna keep going for forever, so I'm not.
Yeah, no.
I'm done.
You have a nice singing voice, by the way.
You do.
I mean, now we have 2 bottles of rum. It's a good night. It is a good night.
That
I-
is.
I'm eyeing mine in real life.
I know it's almost 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Oh,
That's
geez.
7:43 here.
Yeah,
Oh
same.
goodness. So
It
okay,
is-
so
It is 5:43 for me.
Plenty past drinking time.
I love the tech wizard
Uh.
that I live with, that manages all of this amazing things that we do and we have. But for whatever reason, the computer is 2 hours behind where it should be. So it's telling me it's 4:44, and it's
Oh,
thrown
yeah,
me off
that's-
all night.
Which is 3 hours
All
behind
night.
as well.
So while we're just chatting here, is there anybody else that wants to interact with us? We've got our chat bar open, and we're here to talk to you for another
Yeah,
5 minutes
we
or
can
so.
talk about the things that each people does, about how we found this. Maybe talk about, I mean, Dracon.
So-
We might, there's a lot of things we can talk about here.
Perfect. Yeah, so we'll just put a bunch of stuff down here. I'm not sure if we'll come back for our next one shot of 6 Chief and Rookie, but we will figure it out. If we can, we will. Extra Life is who we were donating to tonight. All of the Extra Life donations went to the Akron Children's Hospital. You can still donate. Just because you didn't donate today doesn't mean you can't donate tomorrow. That link still works for the next. How long does this link work? In chat or
All year.
all year?
Oh yeah,
great.
all
All
year.
So for the next
Actually,
9
long
months.
lasting link.
Yeah, we have been
9
going
months.
here in the Nerd Asylum. We have been since January doing a live stream charity live streams to support Extra Life and send that money to the Akron Hospital. So all year you can donate. You may not be able to do it right now, but tomorrow you may, or the next day, or the next day, or the next month. But it is open for you
And the
to
next
go
day.
and
And the next day.
help.
And the next day.
And right now our goal is,
See you, Shad.
oh God,
10,000 for the year.
yeah, 10,000 per year. I did not know new numbers. I was just like,
Yeah, so they are at $900. We were hoping to break 1,000 tonight, but unfortunately
We
we
took a
didn't.
chunk out
It's
of it.
okay. We did.
We did
So
a fair bit.
they are unlocking different goals at different levels. So when they hit 1,000, they'll unlock a giveaway for a DM's Guild gift card of
Jeez,
$100.
That is
Yeah.
a lot of.
Imagine how much content you can buy for $100 at DM's
That's
Guild.
a lot of Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
a lot of
You could buy like
amazing.
a really good adventure for like $5. Imagine that.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you'd,
could.
be permanently set.
You could fill a whole campaign
Yes,
worth of content with
For,
that.
like,
Yeah,
$10
new
on
new
DMs
content
Guild,
for
are you
your
kidding me?
players, for your DM, for your
Absolutely.
adventures, maps, tokens, ideas, items, whatever you wanted, it's going to be there.
It's.
Yeah.
That's
I love the Dungeon Masters Guild.
It is
So
amazing.
then we'll plug Dralacon here in a second. Does anyone want to plug any other things that they're a part of that they want to tell the world about before we close it up?
we're already, our names have been up on the screen the whole time. I've been, trying to set up a couple D&D streams as well. The same vein as this, so. Oh, that's cool.
Anyone who donates also stays on the spin wheel all year until the end of the year, or you win. So donate once, play all year. So once you donate, your name will be on a spin wheel to win those prizes.
That's right.
just for the whole year. So
Until
And then those prizes go up every time more gets unlocked.
So 6 months from now, you could be looking at a $100 Dungeon Master's Guild.
True. Invest now, invest early. Come on. So personally, I am part of Dice Priory. So if you enjoyed being here tonight and you want to go see more of me do things on the internet, I am with a group of people and I play a druid. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's really intense. We do a lot of cool stuff. But Dice Priory, our flagship is Ghost in the Machine. More about the Nerd Asylum and things that the Nerd Asylum does. They're not only doing this donation for Extra Life for the Akron Children Hospital all year, but they are also putting together Drawlicon. And Drawlicon is going to be down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the 12th to the 14th of July, if my memory serves. I'm trying to find it. Give me a hot second. And, I'm just going to get messaged rather than, there we go. 12th to the 14th of July. They're in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Drawlicon.com, 1L. So DRALA, Drawlicon.com. Go check it out. Go look at it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I may see if I have that Saturday free and make a day trip of it since I'm here in the Midwest. But go, enjoy, support. They do awesome stuff. Thank you.
Let me tell you, it's gonna be worth a trip. We're putting a lot of effort to make Dralicon something awesome for people to enjoy it.
Oh,
I'm
that
looking
sounds
forward.
awesome.
really
I'm gonna
fun.
be regularly driving around like that area anyway after I move, so I might actually be able to make that too.
I'm all the way out on the East Coast. I don't know if I can make it. But
I am also on the East Coast. I'm in New York City right now, but I'm gonna be in North Carolina by then. So
I am across the board, so it's like-
All right.
I was gonna
Well,
say,
that
aren't
is
you-
it for us. You guys have a beautiful evening. Stick around.